Fucking idiots. Good evening, bitches and gentlemen. How the fuck are ya? I don't know whether to get fucked up or cry, so I'm gonna do a combination of both later. It's all good. We're going. Yep. I hear birds chirping, crackheads are smoking. Just another day in Atlanta, baby. This could be all your dreams to come true. You could stop at a red light, or you could be out. I'm here, Jesus. I'm here now. I don't know what happened, but I'm here. That's the same Boone County. You can stop to let a motherfucker pull off the road, and you'd be like, "What you doing, Jesus? You wanna hit this?" You know what I mean? You'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here. Your ass is heading to hell, son. You done knew that. Why'd you even float up here? Your ass was supposed to shrivel down the ground. You mean ass motherfucker. Get up. I'm kicking you out here." That's all right. I want to drink a Red Bull. Get wings and fly. Got my hair a little bit dirty up there working on the four-wheeler today. I finished the one up and then sold the other parts that I didn't use for almost $600. So as a win-win, I paid $134 for everything I had out there, the whole four-wheeler. It's a 96. Anything from 88 to 2000 is universal on a four-track. This guy pulls up and he's like, "Hey man, I want to buy a couple parts off of you for my Honda 4-track model. It's a 2006. I said, "Where the fuck? What'd you smoke before you pull in my yard?" I said, "Dude, they ain't never made a 2006 Honda 4-track ever." I said, "Rancher? Rubicon? Foreman? Sure." I said, "But you just said 4-track." I said, "You mean 96? I said, "This is what this is." Tell the guy at the front end of my fucking four-wheeler. He took my stator. I go up to fucking pursue him about it. 3 cops sitting there. I got out of the car. I said, "Listen." They said, "Derkie, we know you just want to drag this motherfucker over here and chest stomp him. And trust me, this dude ain't worth your fucking time or your fight." 2 deputies. I love this shit. That's why, you know what I mean? Fuck these state troopers. These deputies were straight cool ass motherfuckers. I've never met neither one in my life. One of them was my son's age. Just turned 18 years old. He said, "Tell him once, if the son of a bitch don't want to give your part back." He said, "Come down and tell me." He said, "He'll give it to me. If he don't," he said, "I guarantee you he'll give it to me when I show up with the warrant for it." I was like, "Hell yeah." I fucking see. I said, "I love that 6357, bro." He said, "You've got mail." I said, "I know. That's how I usually got one right here." And that other cop said, "He's on bond right now." That's Derkie, man. No, he knew exactly who I was. He was like, "Yeah, he's on bond right now." I was so mad, man. Dude, I'm talking on the phone to the guy. He's like, "What's all the motor need on the other frame?" I said, "Spark plug, carburetor, and fucking start it." Then I pulled over to, looked at the other side. I said, "Hold on, let me call you right back. My fucking stator's missing." I said, "Are you kidding me?" They come back to get the tie rods off and didn't even know you had to loosen the gooseneck to get your tie rods off. Where the... Whoa. How much drugs do you motherfuckers smoke a day? That shit's got y'all's head burnt, man. I mean, loosen it and it will give you room to twist the tie rod to drop. Boom. Man. Kids are so expensive, Dad. Katie needs braces. It's time to wake up and separate my feelings. I've been killing that all day. One only bitter. That's your bell. Am I alone in here? I did get it figured out. I have another one for parts, sweetheart. And I sold him some of the parts, and he took parts that I didn't sell him. A very expensive part. A stator runs you about $399. A guy's coming to get the rest of it tomorrow for almost $600. So, and you know what I paid for all of it in the beginning? $130. I've done made over it, and fixed mine with it. And bought brand new parts, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know how much it costs for a plastic for a four-wheeler? $700 to $1,000. Just like I told him, the plastic I'm giving you is in mint condition, motherfucker. Won't you buy that on eBay? He was like, damn. He said, you're right. It was $700. I said, yeah. I said, you can have it sandblasted white, anything, but it's still going to cost you $7. I said, you buy it from the Honda company, it's going to cost you $1,000 to $1,200. That's called OEM. Know your shit, dude. He was like, damn, how you know all this? Because I've rode them since I've been fucking old enough to piss and stand up. That's how I know all that. My dad had me and my brother riding dirt bikes at fucking 5 years old, making sure that, you know what I mean, a clutch. Not no fucking, we don't know what an automatic is. When I learned my son how to drive, I learned him in a 5-speed Ford Ranger. Only 18% of Americans can still drive a standard. These millennials and Generation X are killing it, you understand? I'm so grateful my son can jump in that Mustang and switch the fucking gears and not rip the clutch out of it. You know, he's scared to death to pull out in it though. Because you got to pull out in 4th gear if the road's a tad bit wet. That car will fucking flop out there on you and turn you front sideways. If he's scared his foot's going to slip, you know what I mean? What the hell did you do now, Coco? You always doing something, man. You done broke a bar or something. I'm like, oh, absolutely, I'm going to play some music tonight. They've not even, you know what I mean? They know about, I call that one song I played for you, Song 7, because that's my lucky number. It's the number I wore all through sports. I wore in semi-professional football. That song right there, it's an inspiration to a lot. They love it. Like I told you, I said one woman just cries when she hears it. She says it speaks to her in the chords and shit. But, absolutely. I was playing like Iris and shit today for my little boy. You know what I mean? He loves that song. I don't want the world. Now you got me wanting a fucking guitar. See me? Cause I don't.
For years, I thought my TED was beyond help. But then, I asked my doctor about Tepezza. Tepezza is the only medicine that treats TED at the source.
Give up forever. She feel the same. I'm the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't want to go home.
You've got mail.
So you want my authentic Kendrick's picks? I won't use one of my stories. How's that go? Alright, that's it. There we go. I was getting it there. How he plays it. He does an F, A, Z. I just learned that. You know what I mean? I only learned it for him. I play, you know, anything he likes, I'll learn. I'm a big fan of like Collective Soul. I think they were so overlooked as unreal. And Third Eye Blind. I'll never let you go. Why don't you turn around? You know what I'm talking about? I love that shit. You think that's it? Missing one chord to how's it gonna be. That's it right there. You're like, I'm only pretty sure that I can't take anymore before What are we fighting for? When I say out loud, I want to get out of this. I love that song. Go listen to the acoustic version. It's a fucking amazing. But I got my guitar out to play some of the shit that I wrote. I wrote this song right here in Memphis, Tennessee. This guy named Larry, he's a black dude. He walked up to me and he said, "Dude, you're gonna be like super famous with that guitar one day." You remember? Okay. Oh shit! Some of the bitches getting in my eyes, making me mad, boy. I gotta remember this. You know how I made that song, guys? I was gonna play Jewel. Dreams last for so long. You know the song I'm talking about? And I made that song out of that. Song makes me play that shit all the time. Go ahead. Do what you need to there, sweetheart. Now I'm gonna start singing a little bit. I just hit one that I want to sing. I just rang in my head. Met a girl, thought she was grand, fell in love, hung up her stand, went well for a week or two, then it all came unglued, yeah, in a trap, trip up and grab. I did this for years. I never thought I'd be the one who said. Then I started to realize I was living one big lie. She fucking hates me. She fucking hates me. No love lost, bitch. I ain't done that for years, and I about did that perfect without a flaw. I ain't played that since 2001, something like that. About around there. helper, man. Where the bad boys go when they die, don't go to heaven where the angels fly. Go to a lake, fire and fly, see him again on the 4th of July. I'm not a big fan of Nirvana because he's 3 chords, you know. I like shit fucking. Some Tesla or something, man, you know what I mean? Merle, are the good times really over? I don't do much of country unless I do shit like Hang 3. About Country Heroes or The Legend of D. Ray White, something that I watched him write, you know, because I watched him do a lot of them at Mamie's house one night. Well, Buddy Mae White, she's the strongest woman that I ever met in my life. She raised over 24 of her own and had to watch my grandpa die. She's always fighting hard and living off the land. And when she's done living in this world, you know that I missed that quote. When she's living in this world, you know the Lord's gonna take her by her hand. Oh, Jesco dancing in my papa's shoes, and old Jesco still hunching out some of them boom bucking counties. You should have heard the shit I sent to Hank, son. You know what I mean? Because he said I put the cunt and country in the Dixie. This shit out here ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking shit to me. You know, he's calling them out on that shit, and I love it. I'm just like that, you know. If you gonna fucking play an instrument, play that instrument. Play fucking. Yes, how I used to do that. That bitch of mine, I'm gonna do some Wheeler Walker shit, you know. I'm gonna write some music just like that, you know what I mean? Like Wheeler Walker Jr. Fuck you, bitch. You broke my heart. Fuck all your friends for tearing us apart. I love that motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come off with some shit like, you stunk like shit. That's why I kicked you on the road, you bitch. And you know you had to move in with my next of kin. I swear you should hear this shit I wrote in fucking dogs, but I can't really put it out because of the case situation. You know what I mean? I would really like for y'all guys to hear it. You ain't nothing but a cart cunt smelling fucking bitch. You know, oh, it's right. Who used to say that's what I'm thinking about? You just ain't nothing but a cart cunt smelling fucking bitch. That song, I mean, I played it for my family. They laughed their fucking ass off when I played this for the family. My mom said, where the fuck did you get the mind to write that right there? I was like, it's called inspiration of bitches that do you dirty. Nothing, you know. There's one thing I know. I'll never stick my dick in that hole again. I can't fucking see it for laughing, guys. Let me get into my medicinal shit here. Guess what, guys? I can smoke this shit legally because I got a medical marijuana card. Eat that, motherfucker. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Oh, guys, by the way, I can't play a guitar. According to YouTube, I can only play 3 chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 chords I just did. But I can only do 3 according to these people on YouTube. I about fucking died when I heard that. Right, that's all you need is 3. Thank you, Janie. I'm playing that with 3. I played both of them, ain't 3 songs, 3 chords. See? What song do you think this is? I hurt myself today. I still feel. That's why 9 Inch Nails wrote it the way they did.
You've got mail.
I focus on the pain. The only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole. The open nail stains. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest. That shit's beautiful, but that's wrote by 9 Inch Nails. What's up, cuz? Sitting here picking a little bit, you know. I wrote this one, cuz. 9 Inch Nails. They wrote it for Johnny Cash. Ain't that fucking beautiful? That's fucking Derkie Castle right there. And that's the shit I'll be writing right there. You know what I mean? Taylor. It's a grand auditorium because the strings are a Dario XPS. The strings alone are $23. The guitars, the pick guards, $300. The guitars run about $15.99. You know, Stan's got a Taylor. He loves mine. You know what I mean? It's not good. I'll make it sound good. It's that thing strings, how they resonate. Fuck no. Ever since I got rid of that fucking headache, buddy, I've had money falling out my ass. I just made 600 some plus today. Too. Feeling those lighters. I had my son's strat out today, my strat out today, because I've been getting down pretty good today. I finished a lot of the four-wheeler. Got all of it, plastic all of it on that shit, you know what I mean? Got all that done, bam, looks beautiful. Mark this right here. Sally, of course. He's doing tremendously better now because he's still bleeding a little bit in his lungs and shit, but tremendously better. I've been sitting here trying to find myself. I get behind myself, looking for the payback, listen for the pain. They said every man bleeds like me. Well, I feel like no one when I'm the last in line. Man, I love that shit. I'm gonna burn that shit up, cuz. Didn't know I felt that good with these things, have you? I don't play half of the music that I write because these fuckers are stealing on here in a heartbeat. They get a chance, it's gone, buddy. You know what I mean? Anything here. I mean, you know that anything the artist fucking hit. This one here, I'm gonna do this for my cousin right here. Just for you guys. Fingers out there. Fucking blue. the redneck brown pay-per-view. I got it too. Carissa Lambert went to school with me almost my whole life. She lost to a draw because they favored this fucking Yankee from out of state. I told her, and that's why I played that song for you. You know that's why I played it for you. It's playing a shine down style, you know what I mean? Then you kick it into the bandana when dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I did that one. Yeah, she lost to a fucking 1 point draw. How do you lose that? She's the 6-time champion. She didn't lose her belt or nothing. You know what I mean? She's the one, you know what I mean? The 6-time champion, the 6-time knockout champion. This little girl that bit her was from fucking Rhode Island. Was calling her inbred hillbillies and shit. And you know what I mean? That's why I was hoping. Carissa's done this for 10 years straight already. You gotta acknowledge that part, you know what I mean? It was fucking set up for her to lose. The girl she's undefeated. You know what I mean? Actually, she hits these other bitches one time, knocks them out cold, 6-0, 6 knockouts. This girl here's 2-0, 2 dispute wins. Okay, I hear you. You gonna pull a Floyd Mayweather when you protect yourself at all times, motherfucker. What I would have said. They was breaking the fight up before the fight. They were letting them fight. She's the ring girl. Chris is the ring girl and fights in the final match. She's the whole shit about it, you know what I mean? Let them fucking brawl. Last time I went over to sign up, little man, they said my blood pressure was high and said Billy didn't have his ID. Because they know we looked at the competition. I looked at that competition and said, just pay me $8,000 right now. Because it's going to be one time for each of them. You know, you see what I'm saying? And I heard that they wouldn't let Johnny Goble fight Keith Whitney's son, Keith Whitney Jr., because he was hepatitis C positive. That's what I heard. And you know me, I ain't going to filter that shit out. Yeah, they do drug tests and medical tests. Exactly right. They said my heart rate was up too much. You know my heart's always had a murmur, to skip a beat. That's why they wouldn't let me fight. No, I swear to God, it doesn't matter. But I said, you know what's going to happen. There ain't a fucking competition in my weight class. And this boy here, for sure, they wasn't a fucking competition in his weight class. I performed that night, man. Minuten did the fucking, you know what I mean? In between the fights, we did a song every time in between the fights live in the ring. You see what I'm saying? So I went ahead and did that. I still got fucking paid. I didn't care. I left there and went to Lucky Lafferty's. And we partied out all night long. I remember waking up with 2 lesbians in Charleston in my truck halfway parked in their yard. That's all I fucking remember. This 92-year-old guy takes me to his house. He got more weed in a fucking dispensary. I got my weed card too, bro. You know what I mean? That's why I love it. I blaze up. That judge looked at them and said, my probation officer, you know what I mean, was my fucking officer stood up and said, I'd like to inform the court that he has a prescription for marijuana, alpha-parazolam, gabapentin, named every fucking one of them. That judge said, I'd love for this all just to be dismissed. And you could hear her slam that motherfucker so loud. She got so mad, dude. They wasted her time. You could hear it echo fucking 8 times in that courtroom. I just started dying laughing. Then, remember, you called me that day and you said they had a warrant on me. You know what I mean? Called down there. And the sheriff said, yeah, I should have never called down. I'd be rich as fuck for falsifying a warrant right now. He called back 5 minutes later and said, no, you're right. You don't have one. We forgot to put it in the paper shredder. Oh, boy, that would have been a fucking good one, wouldn't it? Damn, it would have been a good one. Virginia's recreational. My doctor that called me on my video was from Illinois, dog. We're medicinal. I can get some shit blow your brains out. I can smoke it. I can grow 4 plants right here. I can contain up to 60 grams at a time on my person. See what I'm saying? Yeah, how is she finding, how's that nasty cart cunt motherfucker finding out all this? I know exactly how. I know the inside info. I want you to know. Please show up to court. You'll be straight put in fucking handcuffs. Please, Jesus, I'll pay you. I'll pay your fucking gas, your plane ticket, whatever you need. Please. You would fucking, I mean, if 5 seconds in Holden Logan would terrify somebody not from here, and you know that, cuz. As soon as they walk in, they're going to be screaming fresh meat. You know, if you ain't from there, motherfucker, you're getting your eyes beat in. The moment you walk in, the first thing we do, we test you. You know what I mean? That's how it was. Since I've been a fucking juvenile, you fight as soon as you walk through the door. You show them motherfuckers. And that's a fact. It's always been that way. That's the rules. I walked in there and goddamn, I know the whole, it's just half the county, and they're sitting there, Derkie, you know what I mean? The day I signed my bond paper, they all screaming, man, it's going to be so boring when you get out. I said, fuck you motherfuckers, you sit up here on this fucking hill. It's boring in general, you fucking nutheads. Y'all love this shit. You're this one sitting here telling me he's going to commit a crime just to come back so he could have a place to sleep for the winter. Motherfucker, you don't feel and hit your head. You take too much Prozac and whatever stuff they giving your ass. You see what I'm saying? They kept my fucking ass. They treated me like Timothy McVeigh. You gotta understand. Oh, they got their hands on a lot of them light. Oh shit. They come up here like motherfucking SWAT team, son. No warrant, nothing. I opened that door and said, can I help you? He said, yeah. Can I speak to Alessandra Pilata? I walked straight to my bedroom and said, the state police needs to speak to you. Shut my bedroom door back. She got up and said, huh? I said, the fucking police want to speak to you. So I shut my door. I said, she's acting like she's been asleep. He said, can you put your hands out for me? I need to detain you. I said, what for? Never tells me one time. That's against the fucking law. You have to tell me why I'm under arrest. And you also have to read my Miranda rights, which you never did. I was never once under arrest. That's falsifying an arrest. Yeah, it's kind of like a driver's license, you know what I mean? They basically take kind of like your ID, but you can send in your picture that you want to be on your card. My picture is the one that's like on my profile. I'm wearing my Carhartt jacket and my Carhartt hat, you know what I mean? And just me, you know what I mean? And then it's, you know, you can print it out and have it laminated, or you can keep it right on your phone. You see what I'm saying? Anything you want to do with it, but it stays always in your fucking phone, and that's what I love about it. What was that again? I walk up right to the place where I have the piss test smoking, and I throw my fucking joint down. Everybody says, God damn, I can smell weed 300. Derkie. Motherfucker, y'all got me post-traumatic stress disorder. I have one of those cards from the way the police fucking treated me, son. They chained me to the floor. For what? You see, they chained me, bro. I'll forever have a fucking handcuff scar now. You ever had a logging chain that would pull your arm down? That's how they have it fixed, so it will jerk you down. So you have to squat down there, it will rip your arm off. You ain't going to, who the fuck in their right mind's going to sit there with a handcuff, a Smith & Wesson handcuff? A fucking 2-year-old, if you know what you're doing, could have got out of. For real, I can get out of the handcuffs in 2 fucking seconds. Didn't want to, sat there. Like I said, I put my hands out. He put the handcuffs on me. Then when he went, he said, I'm detaining you. Then he jerked my arm like that, and I said, hey, dude, what the fuck? You trying to break my arm off or what? I'm not resisting. And I start screaming, I'm not resisting. Because at the point, acknowledge where when I'm fucking, I'm not resisting. And why am I under arrest? You have to tell me the whole way to the car. Why am I under arrest? Well, it went from this to this to this to this to 2 charges now. He said, this will never leave magistrate court. I fucking promise you. Pointed guns in my face. I mean, I've never seen cops act like this. You're that terrified of us? You got me in handcuffs and fucking shackles, and you got a gun in my face. I hear you, honey slice. You can be all you can fucking be. Without that, I can't ever fucking catch you with no badge or no handcuffs. I will beat you like a red-headed stepchild, motherfucker. Then the other one, standing this tall. Motherfucker in the corner just kept saying, shut your fucking mouth. Everything you see got to say comes out of your goddamn mouth's a lie. I said, wow. I said, well, y'all on a fucking power trip, boys. And then I looked at him, I said, tell me, I said, why would somebody be underneath the fucking hood of my car or under the wheel? Riddle me that. I said, do you have a fucking warrant to start looking for other things? Billy said, get your goddamn whore and get the fuck out of here. I ain't scared of you, your green starchy suit, or your punk-ass motherfucker. Oh, I heard it come out in the car. I said, yeah, I said, light it on him, Bill. Get him, because you know how he is with the law. He knows it, and he knows what he can say to him, and he knows what he can do. You see what I mean? A cop had a fucking gun in his face. And he's sitting there saying, shoot me, please. Make my family rich. You can hear him saying, dude, they're fucking hitting me. They're hit. I meet my lawyer the 7th, and we're watching the camera footage of my part when I sit there and say, he's getting better, but when I sit there and say, I'm screaming, my lawyer said, he said, I've represented so many of these cases. I ain't supposed to say none of this to y'all. None of this. He said, I've represented so many of these cases of a guy said, well, I didn't choke her, but I smacked the bitch. He said, you have told me the whole time that this girl is trying to set you up just to fuck your baby cousin. I said, exactly right. I said, I hadn't been in the same room as that girl for the past 4 days, sir. I said, I can bring 11 character witnesses to the stand that can testify to that. 400 people can sign a voucher stating she was just shopping with me 2 hours before you kicked in my door like a fucking Boy Scout. But you're telling me it went from holding her hostage with a crossbow when I own, I don't know how many guns and pistols. Who the fuck's gonna hold a 60-pound crossbow that I would have to dig for an hour? Okay, not an hour, but dig all this shit out just to pull the motherfucker back. Then load it with an arrow. It has 3 safeties on it. What kind of fucking planet are you from? Why wouldn't I just take my 40 and just say, shut the fuck up, bitch? No, ain't that a whole different scenario? Why would I hold something just like my son said? He said, Dad, that is absurd. Because he was with us almost every day. Exactly, Chris. I don't know how many fucking guns I own, man. Knives, old timers, not one a fucking China blade in his house, my man. Why the fuck would I be holding my crossbow that weighs almost 50 pounds? No way, man. No way. That's absurd, man. Just like he's digging the whole time underneath cars and shit out there looking for drugs. Not her. If you're here for a welfare check that went from a hostage, if it was a hostage situation, you should have never put in my yard because I could have hurt the hostages. Right or wrong, guys. How do they have a negotiator come in? Just 3 days before she done all this shit, this dude fucking went crazy up here at Gordon and held 3 people hostage, and they brought every cop from 9 counties and every fucking SWAT team, fucking trucks with trailers built on them, big fucking command units and everything, bro. Come on now. That's a hostage situation. What y'all did is just come up here and picked up a fucking girl that made up a fucking lie so she could run off and fuck you and my other family member. That was blatantly obvious, just like my lawyer said. She shows her motive. That's the worst thing she could have ever done, Derek. She get online. Oh, this is from Derek. Tyler admits blatantly. That bitch bit me on the finger, Uncle Derkie, and he said I laid that bitch the fuck out. But that's from me. Pretty sure he said testify in court, motherfucker. What? Your life went for 7 guys before me. Went through the same thing with that same girl. She beat her 3-month-old child almost to death. You know, that's 8 crimes she's been convicted of. Convicted means the jury said, yeah, bitch, you did it, or you pleaded guilty to it. You know how many I have? I've never been convicted of a crime. And I'll kiss every one of your asses up if I'm convicted of some stupid shit like this. I promise you, man. Oh, you got probable cause. What was your probable cause? He said 2 roaches in the ashtray. There's someone sitting there that has a medical card, and I haven't met you. Fucking done. Wow. I can't wait, man. I'm counter-suing the fuck out of them, bro. You see what I mean? That's why I said, they said the moment she walked through that door, she will be put in handcuffs. She'll be contained at the Southwestern, Best Western, the motherfucking original jail. They'll leave the light on for you because you done violated a DVP order, motherfucker. I know. You just don't know. You think they're going to tell you they got a warrant on you when you live 6 states away? Nope. When you drive your... My cousin knows how these cops play. Drive your happy ass in here. Watch what happens. That was all juvenile, bro. Because Salem's the worst place you could ever go. My brother's been in every adult prison and juvenile it's ever been. And he'll tell you, don't go to fucking Salem. I promise you. I spent 4 years there. It's juvenile prison. It's worse than goddamn Hutville motherfucking saying any fucking, you can ask my cousin that's in here. Don't want to go there, buddy. They let me lay there and almost die with the ruptured appendix. Puking, fucking piss and shitting on myself. Everything where my appendix ruptured. That boy demanded that they fucking took me. Son, I'm not fucking lying to you. They will let you lay there and fucking die. They do not give a fuck. I watched a boy beat a fucking douche so bad his glasses, they had to surgically take him and take him out. A kid, when kids think they don't have nothing to lose, you understand? They're going for life. Oh, I'm fucked. Because it's called adult commitment. That means you'll stay till you're 18. It's called adult life. Okay? It's 24/7 lockdown. The hour they get out, I've watched them beat guards to death with fire extinguishers. You ever see shit like that in prisons? They're ready to fight the moment they crack the doors. Just because they're having a bad day. I was locked up with a boy at 87. They tried to put him in my room. I said he'll be fucking dead before fucking he ever gets to take a nap. As soon as this motherfucker goes to sleep, I said he's gonna eat somebody. I said he's gonna eat a right fucking hook. Is what he's gonna eat. Come down his motherfucking throat. Because his charge, he was caught, had a 12-year-old girl fucking eating her back and molesting her at the same time. This boy was almost 18 years old. They had to take him straight to protective. Every one of us tried to get our hands on this motherfucker. You could see where he took big bites out of his fucking stuff. You know what I mean? I said, motherfucker, Hannibal Lecter, I will fuck your world up, son. You ain't seen eating a motherfucker. I will fucking chop you up, motherfucker. Sit there and fry you and eat you, motherfucker. You want to pick on some little 12-year-old girl, I will beat you till there's no breath left. One from Virginia. If you're saying that, I guarantee they did. I begged her and begged her. Is that who you're talking about? Please tell me you're not talking about the one from Virginia. Because I told her, I said, you're going to wind yourself up in jail for the rest of your life if you go do what the fuck you're planning to do. And it's federal. And you just said the feds. Well, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I 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 begged her, buddy. Junior was here. This girl asks me. I ain't gonna say on here. I'll fill you in. But I know why she went to jail. Guarantee everything. And it's enough to put her in the rest of her life. You're in a Commonwealth state, man. You're crossing state lines and shit. My buddies were going to rob her. See, I thought it was a setup. I told her. I said, you're fucking with people, it's going to put you straight in prison and take you away. She said, oh, this one lick, and me and the kids will be great for the rest of our life. I said, that's all it takes is that one lick and you're gone for the rest of your life. It takes you 5 minutes to fuck up your life. For the rest of it, you might want to think about what I'm telling you. Guarantee she's crying in that cell right now thinking about every word I told her. I wish I would listen, but he begged me, because when that mind gets back to reality of that meth that you smoked, it's like fucking California come in here and looked at my family and said, I feel claustrophobic. Billy should go to fucking bed. You've been up 10 days smoking crack. I feel claustrophobic too. My son fucking told her. He told her. My son caught this girl trying to set me up, people. Red fucking handed. He's in here to tell you. He told her to grab her by the fucking hair of the head and sling her in the yard. I've never heard my son speak like that. He didn't ask me if he could, nothing. He said, I will grab you, myself, and throw you plumb off this porch. He said, did I just see you throw drugs in my dad's vent? And then pick up, yes, you did, son. Thank you. You just saved your dad's ass. And then what, you should have heard Mom, me, you know what I mean? We went the fuck off. Why the fuck, you know what I mean? Just because you have a drug problem, I have a video I can play right now off a laptop if I wanted to for you guys. I'm sorry, baby, I've been in here for 7 days. I'm strung out on meth. What the fuck's that telling? Ain't that admitting that you're a drug addict right there? That's your first step. That's your first step. I've never had a problem with fucking speed. The best speed you can get a hold of would be some coke, not no goddamn meth, first of all. You know what's up, cuz. You know how we used to get down in the land of. Fuck that. Hell no. We wouldn't waste our time or money on that shit. Hell to the 999. I went down the roller coaster, motherfuckers. I was on heroin for 7 years almost straight. From snoring at the fucking, you know that motherfucking shit. I'm straight up. That's how you admit you have a drug problem. Not cry about it and sit there and want more of it. And put me in jail because you think I have more of it. I'm not done. Because I was taking it back to the fucking person it belonged to. I said, it's done with, it's over. Look what this is causing. Well, I'm pretty sure it wasn't moments later the fucking police pulling in and he asked me who this bag of meth belongs to. I said, you've been in there for a fucking week straight, 8, 9, 10th of possession of the law. I want to know about that in court. Because that's on your camera, home slice. You can't erase that. You might be able to erase it off your paperwork, but when I remind you on that camera, why didn't she get charged and go to jail with that? He asked me 15 times if I want to press charges. I said, no, what good is that going to do? I said, that's just going to make y'all more money, ain't it? That's all they give me all the jail, guys. I just told straight the fuck up. Straight up. He said, what's your state? I said, I plead the fifth, sucking my dick. Take me to jail, I'm tired. I said, God, why are we still sitting here? I'm getting a search warrant. I'm going back to your fucking house. I said, you think my family's dumb enough in the first place when I seen y'all coming 2 miles away to leave anything in my house for your dumb ass to find? You know what's on my warrant? My cousin knows. It says a bag of fucking leaves. Bag of leaves. I'm pretty sure everybody who knows me around here said, Derkie, I've known you my whole life. You don't do meth. You don't do Adderall. You smoke fucking weed and you don't smoke shake. No fucking shit, brother. No fucking, don't that ring a bell. I dropped it off, you see what I mean? I would get high on the weekends here and there. No, I ain't touched a fucking drug in fucking 109 days. It's been 109 days, precisely. Because I'm one people, I said 6 months on there one day and shit, because I was just saying it, you know what I mean? Goddamn, I've been clean for 6 months, practically, motherfucker. You know, just procrastinating, making up. Been a hyper-tract about dating shit. And, but when you count them down, the days, and the day I get out of jail, I've been clean for 109 days. Monday, when I go in the group, I'll sit there with 2 of my family members. That's been clean for, one of them's been clean for a year, and the other one's been clean for 36 days. You see what I'm saying? I'm super fucking proud of both of them. You've been with NCIS for what, 3 years? We've done went out like 15 times, just us 3. Because we're not doing shit. I'll light me up a J and they'll both, damn it, you like that shit. Yeah, motherfucker, just cause you're motherfucker. Okay, smoke ain't me, I ain't gonna blow my shit out, hell no. Let's get some Pizza Hut. Don't laugh the rats off. She'll say, do it, Dirk. I'll say, motherfucker. And Annie, she'll start dying at laughing. She'll say, I got her, he goes, he's gonna go crazy on us, lesbian. I love my people, you see what I mean? I look forward to going to take a fucking set in a group, people. These people ain't drug. These are my friends I've known my whole life. I just watched 2 of my friends sit right here in my home, talk to me for hours. Within hours, another one dead. One of them dead, another one in ICU. You know why? Drugs. Whatever they got into after they left here, the news said heroin, alcohol. He was sober as a fucking judge when he left Memphis. But when the news speaks, it speaks a whole different story of the blood content level. She lost her life, and she was a very close friend of mine. You see what I mean? That's what fucking drugs do for you. There's Shador. You can ask Shador. Just came in here. She can tell you how long I've been going to the fucking day report, drug court, and all that crazy business. And I only have to be there for one group, little man. One group only have to be there for 45 minutes. You know how long I stay? For all 3. I'll leave at 1 o'clock, about between 11 and 1. No, I just got a text that said, look who died in another car accident. I'm dreading opening that fucking text. That's because they're intoxicated. That's right, bro. That's right. And you know what I mean? It's like so. It was like my dad rushed down from heaven, man, and said, wake the fuck up, boy. Because I know if my dad was here, you know what I mean? If he seen me do something like that, he would make me fucking eat. And you know that as well, cuz. You know how strict he was. I would never smoke a cigarette. He caught me smoking one time. Made me eat a fucking carton of Camels. Caught me drinking one time. Made me drink a 5th of fucking peppermint snobs. I can't stand peppermint anything to a day, and I hate alcohol. But I'll never forget that. He said, drink all you want of it, man. I got about that far down the bottle. I puked my guts out for 3 days. Crying for my grandma. I'll never forget it. Then, when I was clean, sober, my cousin can tell you it's in here. Played semi-pro football, everything. The day I lost my sister, I never had done heroin, meth, Special K, fentanyl, none of this. Fuck no, I don't hate my scotch, brother, but I don't drink it like I drink it how it's supposed to be drank. You know what I mean? I don't even hardly touch it no more, though. You see what I mean? But I was clean. I remember when I went in, it was 98, 99. Got out in 2002. Got out. My birthday, September the 7th. I got out September the 10th, 3 days after my birthday. My sister, I was supposed to move with my sister. I had already made the football team, everything. You know what I mean? Because I just wanted to go move to Ohio and do all that. She died 4 days later. And ever since that day, I wilded the fuck out. I didn't know nothing about a Xanax. I didn't know nothing about no drugs. I went to rehab for smoking weed 45 days and then to save them from missing all the school and shit. But when I lost my sister, I was introduced to meth, heroin, fentanyl, any fucking drug you could think of to just... You see what I mean? And I've not been clean since. And I sat there, and that day, I'll never forget sitting in jail. What my sister and dad would sit there and fucking say to me. You was clean then, brother. What the fuck are you doing now? Because I know exactly what she would say to me. Don't do that shit because of me. I'm the one that got you where you was. I know that's exactly what she said, would have said to me. And just like my cousin just said, I don't want my family to have to dig my grave. You know, not from drugs. No. We've dug, I counted up there the other day, you know, man. I was up the graveyard the other day. That shit makes me get tears in my eyes. And I got some beautiful pictures. I'm squatted down over Maul's grave and pennies like that, and Wimpy's praying, you know, and I sat there and I thought about it. I sat there and counted. We dug 13 graves, and the only ones died up there from a natural cause is Maul. Think about that, buddy. One of them is a natural cause. That whole graveyard is a gunshot or something related to drugs. That's fucking sad, man. You know what I mean? I sat there and thought about it and just bawled to cry. You know what I mean? Smoked the J, of course. Talked to Wimp. Talked to everybody, you know. But I just couldn't wrap my head around that part right there. One person without all these graves and coffins we carried of our family and put them down these fucking clay-ass hill. One of them actually died from a natural cause. That's hard to fucking get, people. You don't get that. You know, when you're sitting there reading your fucking sister, you know, an unborn child on a fucking tombstone, it really starts to set in on you. You know? And my cousin can tell you, that's not even a start. We've lost 20 to 30 since 2002. I mean, I can just sit here and keep naming. I can name 10 like nothing. Our family, we live wild. We don't grow to be old. You know what I mean? I said that. You know, Kobe said that. You know, Ronnie Van Zant said, I'll never see 31. His birthday was coming up. Got on that plane. They said, we should have the plane looked at. We'll do it when we get at Jacksonville, Florida, where this run. He got on the plane. His wife said, I love you. He said, honey, if we crash, tell the whole world and kiss my ass. That's how he felt about that. That's exactly how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Because when I die, I'm going to know people in both fucking places, ain't I? So no one, I don't hear it. That's what I mean by that. That's my concept of you should not hear it because we're all going to face it, man. And when your number pops up, just like my friends did the other day, you know, that car I didn't know that the car was defective. The wheel could have even pulled him right in front of that truck. And that took her life. Exactly, because they're like hermit crabs. From one shell to the next. You get what I'm saying? You get that deja vu, like, wow, I've been here. You can feel it in your heart and bones that you've been there. That's because you was there in another fucking life. I'll believe that through and through. I can't help it, man, when I get that big deja vu feeling of, God, I know this place, man. It's like I can walk through the town and everything perfectly. That's because in that other life, you know, like Dayton Village, the pagans believe there's 7 fucking realms. And however you live your life, you'll go to that realm of your hell. It could be a realm of, you know what I mean, everyday torment, or a realm of this, you know. But they also believe in Valhalla. If you die in battle, you fight at battle every day, feast, and do it over and over, you know. And the ones that believe in that, in Odin instead of Jesus Christ, you see what I'm saying? They believe, you know what I mean, they'll walk the same Valhalla thing, because their beliefs is 100% towards that. Well, I know pretty fucking sure with my beliefs, I'm a man of science. I'm not saying this or not. I've been saved, I've been baptized. But if someone rose from the dead, what would we call that today? If somebody walked off that grave right there, you don't think I'd blow that motherfucker 3 pieces? We would call that a zombie. That's technically what they're calling Jesus Christ. They said he rose from the dead, walked out of his tomb. Am I wrong? The technical term for that, these ain't my words, this is something I was watching, would be a zombie, and that's correct. They are right. If something was dead, came back to life, but he wasn't undead. You see what I mean? That's the argument they start to make. He come back even more holy than what it was. And you also have the argument that Abraham stole his body and moved it, because they said witnesses saw that. So I don't know. I just don't know if I seen a motherfucker walking off that graveyard. Me and that 30-06 gonna go to fuck, make some love. That 30-06 gonna be talking. Boom, 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 motherfucker every round. Drop that clip, throw another one right in her. 742, baby. Monte Carlo. What the fuck are you now? You all over the place. You ain't no zombie. You everywhere. Motherfucker. I'd be dragging them up over like Zombie Land, man. I swear I'd be driving around like I Am Legend. Big GT 500, a fucking AR hanging out the side, deer hunting. We got deer meat for the next 3 weeks, boys. That'd be me for sure. Jump out, skint this, cut stink bag shit off, then get buck knife to work, son. He got his first buck this year. You should see me when I went skinned it and gutting it. He looked at me and said, Dad, both of our hands are solid red all the way to our elbows. I said, yeah, and we got to go farther. He said, I got his heart. I said, no, you got a piece of his heart. You blew his heart in like 6 pieces. He nailed it perfect. Right to both his lungs and heart. Perfect. That deer didn't take 1 step. That's his first kill. As soon as he gets down here, we're going to do a European mount on it. I'm going to put the date, the time. I'll never forget it, guys. I'll never forget the date, the time, nothing. I took him over Laurel. It was the last day. The wind had the trees touching the ground. I kept hitting my grunt and shit and rattling. Nothing. Hunters everywhere. I said, me and him at the same time looked at each other and said, let's ride and hunt. See if we can see anything. I said, let's go back up the Laurel side. I said, about right Laurel I think it was. I said, where we came through there and the traffic came behind us. And if anybody shot anything, I said, if there's anything in there, it'll come up out that Laurel thick and cross that road. As soon as we got to the top of the road, he said, he was right, Dad, Brady. Well, you said it would be. And I fucking told him, I said, wait. I said, shoot him now because it's perfect broadside. Then he starts to walk up the hill. I said, oh no, son, he's going to get away because you know how cagey is. It was right at the top. I mean, right where that galley gate is. As soon as you take the curve, you know how it gets real wide and it starts to go down the other side to Laurel. Right there it walked. I said, motherfucker, all season, everything, this motherfucker, I said, shoot the fucking deer, son. You know what I mean? Deer was not, it didn't care that we was there. Not a bit. I looked at him, I said, hit your grunt. He done had his aim on it, breathing. You know, he said, I got him locked on it, Dad. He said, get it to turn. I just instantly do it with my mouth. I'm like, nah. That deer went. That's all I had to do. He set that motherfucker to sleep. He said, you see it jerk on its way down? That's the proudest moment since my son's been born. Me and him sat there and jumped up and fucking down for 30 minutes straight, hugging each other, crying happy tears, man. I was so fucking happy I was there and able to be able to, you know what I mean, to watch him take it. I could have killed it, no problem. But I had just got out of jail on bond that week. I wouldn't even handle a gun. You see what I'm saying? Nothing. I can't because I'm on bond. I told him, he said, where should we go? I said, well, listen here. I said, I've never had a problem up in Casey. I said, little man Billy and him. I said, that's where they got that one. I was going to take him right where y'all got that one, up in Wind River. Yeah, that was a 14 point though. I didn't, man, I wish I would have got that mount him and shit. He was so big, wasn't he? Because I didn't know what the fuck you and Billy was telling me. Y'all was telling me wait till we turned broadside. When I shot him, he said, didn't. He fell straight fucking down, son. If we wouldn't have pressed him, he would have laid there and died. Laid there and died. You know that fucking deer looked like that right there. Did it not, cuz? My heart was pumping out my chest. I was shaking. You know what I mean? Now, I probably killed, you know, I've killed more deers than anybody in the family. More bears, more squirrel. I'm the master hunter, you know what I mean, of the family now. But that deer right there, and I shot up one up here. It was beautiful. He's a 9 point. He had a drop time. He came down like this and hooked around. I shot him with a bow. I tracked that fucking deer for a day and a half before I gave up. Yeah, I know. You said, wait. Both of y'all was telling me, calm down, because the fucking shit, goddamn, you can actually, little man, you could take a step, and within 2 more steps, it was snowing so bad it was covering your fucking feet print up. And we're in Upshur County. We're not from there. We're snowed in. We can't get to the grocery store or nothing. And we're out hunting this. And I just dropped a 14 fucking point monster, you know what I mean? And we can't get him out of there. You know why? Because I pushed him on down the hill. We saw him again. He was sitting there laying, bleeding out, wasn't he, cuz? And I couldn't get my gun, and he went straight down the hollow there, and we all just looked at each other and went, no. My uncle found him, though, remember? He said that motherfucker was huge, man. Then we went hunting. Every day we went hunting up there was a thrill, you know that. Upshur County, if you don't kill a 10 point to a 14 or 16, you didn't see a nice deer. The 8 point, you'll shoot all day long, you know that. That's a fucking shoot, I mean, all day long. That's like a doe to hear. That's the problem, you know. And to see that 6 point, because off of that hill like it did, that crazy, it was just so ironic. You see what I mean? It did not, its balls was swelled this big. He was in rust so bad. Damn.
You've got mail.
Stop dead. He thought it was fuck time to let another fucking 30 caliber shut him down. I said, I'm gonna jerk that gun out of your hand and shoot this motherfucker to deer. You know what I mean? My fuck no, bro. I'll find them next time. I got 500 fucking boxes of those things. My balls stay right intact, I mean. Just like I told old girl. I'll go out there and just smash them way up into the mine and shit. Into the ponds. I ain't gonna look for those. I can buy a fucking bucket of brand new ones for $32 for 100 of used ones on eBay. You see what I mean? But when I buy my brand new ones, I get 25 for like $10.99, something like that. Name brand shit. I mean, like, yeah, but nah. When Junior gets down here, we're hitting a course. I seen that video and I was telling him, I said, you're doomed this time, pal. I said, I'm gonna beat you about 2 or 3 strokes at least. I taught him how to golf, you know what I mean? And he took it, he listened very well, and he can golf like a motherfucker. Yeah, he turned that fucking deer to a spaghetti strainer. SKS, son. He thought he was missing. That's because he's using full metal jackets. Fucking dirt was flying up behind it. That deer was going. It had to be, man. Johnny said when he pulled the skin back on it, he said, God damn, there ain't nothing to eat on it, boy. He said, y'all shot this motherfucker 40 times. SKS, that's a 40-round fucking magazine. That's illegal to hunt with. He got fined like fuck, remember? He paid $700 for a deer. They fucked that thing up, didn't he? That last time, that motherfucker was running on adrenaline, all it was running on. There's not been one since I've been a kid, because I've not dropped dead in his tracks since that last bow went up here. I've got bow kill, pistol kill off the tripod, shotgun, slug, rifle. I can't count how many 30 kills. 30-06, 308. My favorite kill probably came when I was walking the first day of deer season. I've killed 4 bears, and I've never used a dog. I think that's so fucking cheesy. If you can't see an animal bigger than a fucking table in the mountains when it's snow white, you don't have some fucking problems, man. I looked at Brandon and I looked at Brian. I said, dude, the bears just walked through here. It's raining and it's muddy. You see what I mean? And both of them said, it's like a day old. I said, dude, that fucking just did that. Y'all dumber than fuck. So I go instantly to the left. I call him late first. I sat on the edge of the hill and looked over. That's all I did. Right? And there they went. They was hunting, stalking the field. And I told them, I said, it's the first day of deer season, motherfuckers. They won't see nothing out there. Before they got 10 feet, they heard boom. I was shaking because I had one slug. That bear went 20 yards from me. And I had a fucking shotgun, you know what I mean? I just thought Harrison Richardson. I had one fucking slug. I said, fuck it. They say 8 inches behind the shoulder. Boom. It blowed a hole perfectly through it like that. All the way through it. It ran about 5 feet and wrapped around a tree. 462 fucking pounds. We had to drag it down the mountain to the road to put it in the truck. That's how big its fingers was. We could not get it up 10 feet up from where I shot it. I killed it. Now, my first kill besides the other one was with the 410. I shot a doe right here. Shot it right here, right in the chin. It blew its whole chin off. Steve Setzer was all hunting in Jiggly. And we hunted all day that day. It was on Thanksgiving. I'll never forget that one. And none of them seen. There's like 10 deer just standing there. And one of us was on each side of the rack on the 300. I jumped off. I just jumped off and went. Plus, there's none other 410s is you can keep your shell right in the fucking, you know what I mean, and click it. I just jumped off, click. I said, stop, you dumb motherfucker, look. They stopped. Steve had the 308. And Scott had the fucking 270. I went And then as soon as they seen Scott get off, he was done and fell and slipped. You know what I mean? They went to take off, and I said, boom. And when I shot that motherfucker slid on his belly. All I heard was boom, 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 boom. The motherfucker was unloading with it. Missed every fucking time. Every time. He said it's a fucking shame. He said Derkie shoots once and he fucking lays it down. That motherfucker looked like it's on a sled. Here us with a 308 and a 270 missed every fucking round. That's because these motherfuckers got all antsy and quick. Yeah, that's the only thing I ain't killed down here yet, bro. I almost caught one, not much. You can buy one of those cuz for $400, $4.99. That one I showed you with the 30 round stick, the Thompson, like our saving private round and Bonnie and Parker used. You can buy one of those, I promise you. They turned the Wayne's old store into Price's Gun and Pawn. You can buy Beretta's, Thompson's machine. Dude, he spent $250,000. I love this fucking place. Mom just went down there and got her a badass piece. As soon as I get off bond, I'm going straight and get that Beretta. I got the money for it already put up. You ever seen an M9 Beretta? Fucking #1 military issued pistol sell for $400 even, but or a 6-hour 40 cal sell for $800 anywhere. $440 for a 6-hour 40. I about choked when I looked at them two guns. That's two of my favorite guns. And them's $800 and $1,000 easy. The same one, the APX. Remember the one I showed you at Cabela's? Tan Desert Storm Beretta, badass. $429.99. He said, don't worry if it sells. He said, I can order you another one just like it. You don't want one of them Thompsons, I'm telling you. I promise you don't. Why do you think he's trying to sell it? He tried to trade it to me for my 308. I told him to get fucking lost. Because he wanted my Smith & Wesson and my 308. I said, you're fucking high now, boy. I said, no way. I said, I can buy that for $499. I said, this 308 costs $1,000 home slice without a scope. I said, you smoking something now. My shit's blacked out and shit, no way. Yeah, it's the baddest gun store. You know what I mean? My buddy's coming all the way from Parkersburg to buy one. And Big Eagle shut theirs down and put theirs right beside the courthouse. Kevin Browning did. A gray-haired guy that ran it. But this one blows this one here is like Will's. You can order guns off the internet and have them sent there. And shit, you know. I went down there and bought these for my 17. Because I never got to try these rounds yet. You know what I mean? Still ain't got to try them. And I'm bond. I've been obeying the law just like fucking papers told me to. You know what I mean? I would have bought that gun that day. I would have bought that SIG or that M9. Mom bought a nice 38 special. It's a gun store, a store, and a fucking, it's fishing, gun, and pawn, and also they cook in there. Bro, the old home school, like the cheese sticks, the 2 balls action for, the fucking pizza breads we used to eat, all that, yeah. He said, Derkie, it's the boy that growed up for it over there. He said, I took I got a loan for $250,000 and did this. He said, I bought every gun here, everything. And he's got it fucking nice. I mean, fucking nice. You should see the floors in it. He's made of fucking pine oak hardwood. I mean, he decked it the fuck out. It's the best it's ever been. I can walk right around the corner now. These Russians start flying this motherfucker. He's got drums laying there. About, I don't know how many 30 round clips and 40 round clips already fully loaded that you can buy. Preloaded shit. The 7.6 C39s. That's an AK or an SKS one. I went over to Cabela's. I used the SKS. They was trying to get almost $1,000 out. I've never paid over $300 for an SKS. Ever. And he takes straight ins. I love this fucking place right here. Every time I show this, every time I go live. Here's what it's called, bro. Right there.
What are you gonna do?
It's called Prices Sporting and Pawn. Guns and ammo.
You were only doing your job.
Rods, lures, trout bait, night crawlers, rifles, pistols, shotguns, any ammo, any knife you need. Check us out on Facebook.
Both ways.
That's the store. That's Dwayne's now. Gun and pawn, and also cooks everything. And fucking dude decked it out. Harold Dean son did. It's called Prices Sporting and Pawn. Guns, ammo, you heard what I said, trout bait, rods, lures, night crawlers, rifles, pistols, shotguns, all the ammo you need. And I swear to God, bro, I ain't seen 28 gauge ammo, I ain't seen 16 gauge ammo in years, and he has stacks of it. How long's it been since you've seen a fucking 16 gauge shotgun shell? Cause you got a 16 gauge, you should know. They're hard to fucking find, ain't they? Not here. He orders that by the boxes. That is a hard shell to find. And a 28 gauge. I'm sorry. And he has them. You know what I mean? I said, and I was like, I said, order some RIPs. I said, I'll buy that Beretta or that SIG off of you. Since my bond drops. I sold it. I went ahead and sold the rest of that four-wheeler, the frame, the motor, and the plastic. Because I used some of the parts of the front end and sold the rest of them. The guy was bringing me the other $400 in the morning. And that's how much both of the guns are. You ever seen a fucking SIG cost $400? Ever? What the police carry? That's $1,000 fucking pistol, man. It holds 17 rounds. We're not talking about what fucking pistol that holds goddamn. Oh, it holds 8, man. It holds 5. No, this holds 17, motherfucker. 17. That was your last defense in the military. Boom, 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 boom. Eat that, bitch. What's up, Red? I got some badass cards in, too, cuz. Me too, buddy. Clean and sober. Got my medicinal marijuana card. The whole world can kiss my ass. Just had to go to court, have all that shit dismissed. But I go back to court March 9th. Fuck yeah, it was nice guns. Very nice. I said, I gotta go back to the dispensary. We got over 30 dispensaries in West Virginia, guys. They're in Beckley, Martinsburg, Huntington. There's like 3 in Huntington. I did not know that shit. It tells me the list of it, everything. I can possess, on my possession, 60 grams of cannabis. I can grow 4 plants. How you like that? You fucking dirty ass crooked cops. That Walmart, he said, smells good up in here, don't it? The fuck you gonna do? You gonna go talk to my doctor? My doctor's gonna tell you, you done put that boy through so much, I had to cure his PTSD. I have a PTSD card also.
You've got mail.
Yeah, that's why I get wrote marijuana. Or it would interfere with my other prescriptions. If she does, she goes straight to... I pray she does. I'm praying, bro, she shows up. Because you know how our jails are. This ain't Illinois. This ain't Wisconsin, motherfuckers. This ain't Wabash Penitentiary. I watch them on Google. I know how they're treated in Cook County. Fucking, you're treated like fucking a terrorist in Southwestern. Try our best Western out. Your ass is getting dry cell, and then from dry cell to a pod somewhere, just to fucking sit on steel for fucking hours after hour all day long, and drink goddamn recycled water that you bath and piss and shit in. Yeah, you heard me right. They recycle the water, and that's what you have to drink. I didn't stutter. That's some fucked up shit, ain't it? Let's check this shit out. I about starved to death up in that motherfucker because my commissary didn't come till the day I got out. Then 4 people I know died the week that I got out. 4 people overdosed and died in jail. That ain't no fucking jail. That's hell. Killing time. Well, it's a killing me. Oh shit. But the one thing about it is when you're in jail, everybody might just be walking in their circles, playing their cards and shit, but people actually fucking communicate. I did say that. You don't see this. That's all you see in everyday life now. I could have 4 of my friends over here right now. That's why I choose to stay alone. You know where they're going to be. Their face is going to be there in that goddamn phone. Fuck that phone. Motherfucker. Play some music on it or something. That's about it. You know? Don't let that son of a bitch make you dependent and control your life. What's up, Rick, brother? You get the golf course today? I sent some balls, you know what I mean, getting ready, because they just put this brand new one in. I ain't got to play it yet, so I'm going to get on, you know what I mean, on point before I walk onto a new course and show up, because there can be some badass motherfuckers who know how to golf on the course. My one buddy don't miss a fucking day. I swear it's every day he's at the course, because he played for our high school and shit. That's where I picked golf up in high school. But I was killing today, son. I mean, every fucking stroke, every swing, I put every one of them. In fact, would have been on the course. The farthest putt I would have had to putt was 10 yards. I sat there and measured up. Out of 11 balls every time. 11 of them. Only 3 of them was beyond 5 feet. That's fucking hitting the ball. Dude, anytime, man. We need to catch a Browns game together and hit the Brunswick golf course, because that's one part of the PGA Tour course. Yeah, my buddy, you know what I mean, the smartest kid in school, you know what I mean, that played like baseball, shit like he told me, he said, Derkie, how the fuck do you play golf? That's the hardest fucking thing sport there is to do. I said, dude, you gotta have hand-eye coordination, and it's all in your fucking swing, and you let your club work for you. That's all you do. I showed my son one time. Now his drivers are $900. You know what I mean? I'm Callaway. He's Titleist, you know? I told him, I said, when you get down here, Dad's beating your ass on this new course. First fucking time, or you can get me his time call. I said, he'll beat your ass, you know what I mean, on the course. We'll get to be able to rent the cart too, drive the cart, because I'll be there with him. Yeah, you have to go to class, you go play the golf tournaments and shit, exactly right. It wasn't like football or nothing. That's what I said. I said I learned to play golf today, because when I wasn't playing football, there wasn't shit to do, and I didn't want to fucking sit in class all day. You can hear me say that in the video. No, that's alright. They don't have lights on the golf course. It better be played before motherfucking dark hits, by God. You know what I mean? I've hit balls before while I'm sitting there fucking, you know what I mean? Playing with the ball and everything just so I can get contact on it. Because I know where it's going. You see what I mean? But if you ever hit one at the night out of the driving range, when I was with my ex, Inger from Illinois, right there from, stood right by Cali, and my other ex. We got 3 exes that live right there together in DeKalb, outside of Chicago. I go to that little driving range at nighttime. You can just tell how the ball flies at night, you know. It's got that dewy feel, you know what I mean? You can just feel it leave the club and shit. That's right. No, I'm good with my irons, really. I didn't pick my driver up once a day. I didn't even have to use nothing but a pitching wedge. You know what I mean? Because the grass is high, it's cringy, And I had to get, and I wasn't going to use the sand wedge, of course, you know what I mean, unless I hit it out the sand and rocks today. I hit one time out of the sand and rocks just to make sure I was on with my wedge, and I was good with it. But my pitching wedge is what I was using the whole time, and I was dropping them 65 yards perfectly if it had been on the green. The last time when I hit 33 times, and it was the 33rd ball. It came within 10 feet. That was the farthest one out. I was going to say, you know, the glow-in-the-dark ball you can use, but that just shit fucks with my head. I gotta have a real ball. I was going to say, they could stick the flags too, but I just don't like it at night. There's something different about it. It's just like a baseball. In the daytime, a home run is so much more easier to hit. The ball flies farther. Warmer. Everyone knows that. Anyone that knows the sport of baseball knows that. You know, just like a football. It's going to be harder to catch at nighttime, you know. Not just because it's harder to see, because the coolness is making the ball harder and your hands colder. That's what it is, and everybody's like, oh man, you know, it's nighttime. My handicap in golf, I really don't have one. There's nothing I can't do, because before we played in university, high school, we had to take this course for 9 months before we was even allowed to drive a fucking ball. So we started first putting, then using our irons, and then was allowed to drive. But I never had if I had to say, it'd be putting, reading the green or something, misreading the green, you know, that'd be about it. Or misreading the green being faster than a slower green. But I read it every time when I watch my ball fucking hit on it, you know, or my backspin or whatever. I read the green right off the bat as soon as I see it, you know. I can judge it like that. I really don't have a handicap. I watched the same dude that, you know what I mean, taught Tiger Woods. Junior sent it to me, and ever since I watched that too, my driving got so much better, you know, because I hate, my handicap would be sometimes when I'm hitting, you know what I mean, instead of fucking getting low, I'll hit the top of the fucking ball, you know what I mean, I'll take my opposite ball at split second, because I think I've got it enough to bring my eyes up to look for it to follow. That's probably my handicap. No, I don't know, bro. I ain't kept score in golf in 20 fucking years. Me and my son play our own little game. You see what I'm saying? If we're going to shoot, what we talking about, the front nine or the back nine? Shit. I don't call it that. I call it the fucking score. You know what I mean? Yeah, at Frisbee, y'all's crazy. They got it down here where they got it working up some fucking trees, fucking mountains, out of mountainside, and the cans and shit. Yeah, I've never, you know what I mean, called it, what's my handicap, you know what I mean? My handicap would be the part that I don't do the best, you know what I mean? To me, because I'm just defining the word. I play the shit on PlayStation also. I shot, last night on PlayStation, I was playing 19, out of 19 holes, I shot 16 under, you know what I mean? I hit 3 eagles and the rest birdies. I get pissed when I get a par. I get pissed. I get pissed that I get a par on the fucking golf course. Yeah, Tiger's a scratch golfer. Tiger's a do or die girl. He lives by the sword, dies by the sword. That's how I do. Either I'm going to win that match or I'm going to totally lose it. You know, because the first time I played, I dominated. The second time, same course, first drive, straight in the fucking water. Hazard. Motherfucker. Now there's a drop. That's great. You see what I mean? I'll kill for fucking 3 hours. Then 5 minutes later, I step in geese shit. Because geese be shitting all over the golf courses. I know this shit. I said, oh my fucking God. And I was like, where are my Jordan shoes? You know what I mean? I was like, fuck this shit. I thought I would not wear golf fucking shoes with the cleats on. No. You know what I'm saying? I'll wear a pair of fucking skate shoes or straight flat bottom. I cannot help it. I'm not playing football. You know what I mean? I've never seen it be necessary to wear those motherfuckers on the course, actually. God damn, you step on somebody's hand, you can cut that motherfucker off, son. Spikes is fucking long. Junior wears them. You see me today, I wear a Callaway glove, always. He wears Titleist, I wear Callaway, and fucking gloves are expensive, man. We're talking $80 for a fucking glove. And it's one glove. I can understand, but it's two, you know what I mean? But if you're right-handed, you want a left-handed glove. That's, you know, that's where your blisters will come from in your swing. Like today, where I just had Jordans on, until I tightened them, I was starting to, when my pivot foot came up, it was starting to blister until I tightened my shoe. I just know I play the fucking game, 19 holes, or we'll play the front 9 or the back 9 or the whole night. If we play the whole 19, if anybody, you know what I mean, whoever's got the lowest score and shoots under, won the fucking game. You know, if you shoot fucking 19 holes, you shot 20 plus 20, nothing negative, you know what I mean, not negative 18 or nothing. And the closest shot to you was 21. I believe the fucking 20 wins every time. I mean, it's always the lowest in golf. Hey, you know what the fuck I mean. The front 9, the back 9, set 10 times, 18 fucking holes. That's how much I care about how many keeping score of the game is. I just know I can play it. You know, but when it comes to football, jam me up in any question. Nah, man, I don't play pocket pool. I got bitches for that. I need that done. Shit. You talking about something? I done jacked it twice and shit. I've been on here. What do you mean? Yeah, 18 holes, that's right. The front 9, back 9. Because I hardly hear it. I ain't played it before 18 fucking since 2002, 2001, since I was in school. That's why, you know. Me and my son will go play the front 19 or the back 19 at the course somewhere. Because that's something that takes fucking hours to play 9 fucking holes. You know? I said the front 19, doing stone. First of all. I just know I can hit that fucking ball perfectly with it. I know how far the fucking club was. My favorite club to hit with is 7 iron, of course. You know, I'll even put the ball off the fucking tee and hit sometimes with some, 7 iron, 9 and shit. Sure will. See, my son uses one of the Titleist that'll, when you swing it, you see the fucking bend in it. I swear it gives it an extra little, like a hammer to it. That thing's $900 fucking dollars. I told him I would never spend that much money on a golf club. And it better fucking turn to a prostitute and fuck me and suck me for $900. Or fucking a pony Mustang or something. Fuck that. I got Masters and Callaway clubs out there, and they're just fine. Used. You can buy beautifully paired used off somewhere and not give a fuck. I gave a boy 2 days to get his truck off the property when me and Shane were together. So I walk outside, and he's got this custom made beautiful fucking golf club sitting in his truck. And so the first thing I say is, you give me them golf clubs, and I won't go to the courthouse and make you put a lien on your fucking truck and make you pay for every day it was here. Saying, you can do that? Fuck yeah, I can do that. You idiot. You can charge them exactly what they charge at the fucking junkyard, tow yard or impound. Same price if you stored it on your house. He said, yeah. I walked outside, the Dodge Durango, opened the back of it up, that bag and them clothes was sitting in there, and I was sitting there in Virginia. I'll never forget that, hitting fucking golf balls into the ocean. That was fun, you know what I mean? That was fun. I can't believe it, man. I knew she was gonna get in fucking trouble. She wasn't listening to nobody. She's like talking to that fucking aspirin bottle right there. Shane, you gonna get in trouble? Oh yeah, I heard you. You heard me. You ain't fucking listen none. That's all you do is hear. I'll get a hold of somebody and check that out, cause you know what I mean. I don't know if he's still in there or not, but that's crazy. I knew she can get herself in trouble. You can drag a horse to the water, guys, but you won't make that motherfucker drink, no, will you? Nope. You know, when we go in with a thing we say every day, each one of us wrote. That's the one I put. You can drag that horse to the water. As much as you want your friend to get clean, or that person you love to get, somebody's at my house, my lady did this. That person you love to get help. As much as you want that, it's not going to happen until they want it. You got to better you yourself before you can better anyone. And they have to start the same way. That's fucking facts. You know, I believe that the 12 steps work. Yeah. At a certain extent. Parts of them. Making amends. Yeah, that helps. Going back and apologize if you hurt somebody, you know. Especially if you hurt somebody severely. You know, injured them or something. Like in a wreck or something. Anything. You go back and make amends, you get that off your chest. I think that's a big thing. Because that could be a trigger that causes you to want to drink and numb that out, you know. Because I see that at first hand. I've seen that's crazy. It's fucking crazy. You know, because this is my medication. I do not consider, I've never considered marijuana a drug. And I'm so glad even the counselors agree with me. I would smack somebody in the face. They said if I hear somebody's pot is still the gateway drug. Yeah, fucking right, she said. If that's the case, we'd all be sitting in jail now, wouldn't we? Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. And you're the fucking woman that runs this place. Now, if that's the case, we'd all be sitting in jail. Then go straight to alcohol. No, just like Cat Williams says, you take 13 aspirins, that'd be your last fucking headache. But he ain't dead. But you drink about 50 beers and you're going to get alcohol on a fucking poison. You know what I mean? Or alcohol. Just a whole bottle of liquor or something. It can kill you. I've never known this, never killing anybody. The only time is when they smothered monkeys to death with it. They smothered them to death. That's how they made marijuana illegal. Try to say that it killed them. Well, I'm pretty sure if you're just putting marijuana. Did y'all see that test they run on them? 10 monkeys. Put a mask on their fucking face. Shot straight. Nothing but marijuana through it. No O2 whatsoever. Well, I wonder why the fuck they got. I wonder why the ones you seen the NASA never comes back either, you dumb motherfuckers. This shit here was put here by Jesus, like Cat Williams says. If you just happen to light it, there's some effects. Okay? This shit is not a drug. I don't care. I don't care. Just like, you know, when I was speaking to my medicinal doctor, he was like, I'll swear by marijuana. I'll swear by it, you know. He was like, and he quoted Cat Williams himself, you know what he said? He said, I love when that comedian says that part. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got a part of, I thought, I got 12 candles up. I'm waiting to burn those bitches. She said, yeah, exactly that part. He said, look, how true is that? I said, so fucking true. I could be stressed out of my mind, hit a joint and be like, fuck him. He said, now you tell me that's not a mood stabilizer. Go look at Charlotte's Web. Her mom bought shake off these people. Strained it. No girl sat there shake all day long like Michael J. Fox and shit, man. And features all day. Put one drop under her tongue. Calm as I am. Now, how is that not a fucking medicine? Don't worry, I will wait for anybody's rebuttal on it. Have y'all ever tried the liquid like that? I can consume the liquid, the herb, the lotion, the edible. I can contain up to 60 grams on my person. That's what something my cousin was good. I can grow 4 plants. It tells me everything you can do. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, shit. Even if my state was recreational, I'd still rather be medicinal because they, no matter fucking what, they can't sit there and point their finger at you. If you're driving down the road and they smell it, they cannot say, well, oh, that's because, I'm sitting in the back seat, homeboy, I ain't driving shit. That's not probable cause for a damn thing. Let's check this card out. The moment your blue lights come on, I started going on having a PTSD attack on me. I hate you motherfuckers. That's why I got diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, guys. I told him, I said, that fucking place treated me like an animal. I have dogs. I've never treated my dogs like that. And keep them on chains. Now they have the states voting to take away bond bail. You try the CBD gummy then, bro. You tried the wrong fucking gummy. Let me get you a gummy. That's one of my favorite things is a gummy edible. They will fuck you up like a rocket. They will fuck you up, and they'll bring your head down. You tried some CBD, you didn't get some real shit. Let me get you fucking 1,000 milligram motherfucking gummy. What this shit, man? You'll be like, could you taste the marijuana in it? I mean, like, you can taste it like you smell it or smoke it. Anybody that knows edibles like I do should know exactly what I mean. I'll make you a brownie sent to you in the mail. You know that since 2018, the United States Postal Service has been able to handle marijuana. I can order my own weed off of fucking the internet, guys. That's some shit, ain't it? You know what my fucking uncle always said? Well, my brother-in-law died. If the weed goes out, it's killer weed. He said, but it's so gummy and resin. He's right. This is medicinal. This is actually from the dispensary. It's cool as shit too, guys, how the dispensary works. I don't know if y'all have ever been to one or anything, but they sell 2-gram cartridges. Not a cart this big. This fucking big. I love how we do ours, how we have our shit set up. It didn't take them no time to find the growers. West Virginia was full of them. Motherfuckers grow pot, blew your head off. Brandon's dad, when he was alive, Suba was cutting my hair, and I hit a joint, and I said, stop. She said, why? I said, I'm gonna fucking throw up. I've never tasted weed this strong in my life. I puked my fucking pants off, man. I was so hot, it was unreal. And that was in, I want to say 98 or 99. The Indians went to the World Series the year after that, so it was 98. 1998, the pot was so strong. The people around here grew it. Have you ever walked in pot plants and not know you're in? They're so tall. I've heard people from Northern California, Amsterdam. I've never seen a pot plant grow over 8 feet. And you've never seen a pot plant grow. I've seen them grow 16 feet tall, you dumb motherfucker with buds 8 feet long. Am I lying? That's called outdoors. Have you ever seen a fucking field in the middle of the mountains that just don't look normal? That's more than likely marijuana plants so fucking tall that's unreal. Now, you're going to hear me bitch like a motherfucker if I see that pot chopper flying around. Yeah, it used to grow wild beside the road in Kansas. If you smoked it, give you a headache. That shit right there. He knows what I'm talking about. It would grow wild beside the road. I swear. In Kansas, Nebraska, all that. I remember that, traveling through there. Fucking marijuana, man. Dude, they grow tall, thank you. They only grow fucking small if you fucking top them and bush them out and tie them down. I don't have to do shit. I can set mine right in front of the fucking pot chopper and sit there and say, hey, you want to heat it up some more for me here? Drop me some water on it. I'm allowed 4 plants, motherfucker. Fuck through that, I'm gonna fly somewhere else. It says right on my shit. Will update on the date of when I got my card. 24. They're good for 1 year. No, it don't take fucking 30 minutes to do it, man. The longest part about to get your medicinal card is filling out the fucking digital shit. Like your picture ID, loading a picture of yourself. You see what I'm saying? And then you copy the number that the doctor that you speak to on the phone and shit. You get what I'm saying? He'll sit there, you know what I mean? And he'll give you a number, and once you put that number in, it'll fill the rest of the paper out. That's how it works. You see what I'm saying? And then you print that out, and that's your medicinal marijuana card. Or you can keep it right there on your phone, just say, like that right there, and it'll say, it tells you how much you can buy a day, everything. He said, I'm going to put you on no limit and consumable in any way. I was like, fuck yes. Because sometimes they'll put you on just like a lotion or edible and just like, you know what I mean? They can check the levels of it in your piss and everything. You know what I mean? He said, I'm going to write you up to 60 grams a day. And I just fucking sat there and started giggling when he said 60 grams a day. That's fucking 3 ounces, man. That's almost a quarter pound, bro. You see what I mean? I can consume in 1 day. If I want to. I can have on my person. Anything over that, they can try to charge me with attempt to deliver and sell it or something. That ain't that cool as hell. That's a lot of fucking weed. I ain't gonna be carrying no QP on me nowhere. You know what I mean? And I've never looked at it in my life. Like I sat here and smoked the joint, and it's made me want to go out here and steal something. It's made me want to go to the fucking cabinet or get something to drink out of the fridge or a Snapple or something, Snapple out there or something. Not made me say anything, damn, I want to go commit a crime and go to jail. It makes me think, damn, thank God I ain't in jail. I'm able to smoke a joint. I feel bad for all my homies. Right or wrong, see what I'm talking about? Fuck them like goes. I got 12 candles, I've been waiting to burn those bitches. Same concept, just like that doctor said. One part of it got dismissed, and I go back to 9th. I'll know the 9th. I say it'll get dismissed. They have no evidence. There's no witnesses. Fucking, I have 11 character witnesses. Fucking, I mean, I can name 5 million things that the state has done said we don't wish to indict, we don't wish to indict, we don't wish to press charges. They can only do that 3 times. That's all I've waited on today. But I got myself, you know what I mean, clean, sober, and all that. That was my choice. That's like you hear me tell my cousin, I only have to be there for 45 minutes until noon, just because they have extra class. You know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and go to the other classes, you know, because not only I have people walk up to me and say, Derkie, man, I wouldn't even come here unless you were here. You see what I mean? You talking about Pete Hendricks? That is my lawyer on the slice. What do you mean? They try to use him on conflict of interest every time because that fucking movie. Because he says, dude, it's like the Boss Fighting Party. Pete's been my lawyer since I've been fucking 10 years old. I got Alexandra. I got Alex Mead right now. That's my attorney. Alex is just as good as Pete, trust me. That's the I only use 3 lawyers in Madison. That's Pete Hendricks, Alex Mead, Matt Hatfield. Yes, Pete is the best. But if the state's going to pay for it and it's going to be Alex Mead, I'm not going to go bug Pete because the state will holler that it's a conflict of interest. Because Pete is taking up for us in the law to wonderful whites. They've done did that to me once. Well, I can also holler a conflict of interest. This is the same court justice system. Says if you would exclude my family from him. See, I just don't, I ain't done all that. I ain't need to. I ain't need to get Pete yet. The moment I need to, Pete's my man. He's been my lawyer since I've been 10 years old. Like I said, bro, he's got me out of everything my whole life. Pete Hendricks. Peter H. Hendricks went to Clemson, South Carolina. That's where he went to college. You know that? You got to be from here to know Pete Hendricks, bro. How'd you know that? And to know he was the best lawyer and shit. He's representing my buddy when my buddy got killed in jail. The one that shot Weagle's house up. For real. Yeah, Pete's been doing it for years. He's about to retire. I know more about Pete than I promise you ever thought. He's in my movie for a reason. He is representing for my family. Didn't you hear him? He said, I've represented them from burglary, embezzlement. He says that. And then you got that shitty ass fucking crooked nose Parker Basil. Will could have known. He used to be my lawyer, Will Thomas. That's why they got him up over there. Because they always had to bring Jacoby. And now it's Susan Aldrich, you know what I mean? And she fucking tells them straight up, that woman likes me. She's like, that boy has made tremendous success. And you're not giving him the shit in the stick of nothing. Every female judge is always to my side.
You've got mail.
Cynthia Gerald did against my son's mother, and this Susan Aldrich takes my side. And then I just give him that look, bro. I sat there just like a fucking, how you should. 2 fingers. Yes, ma'am, Your Honor. You call man and honor. They dig that shit, trust me. Makes them feel powerful. And they love when you stand prosperous, you know what I mean? Because I have a woman that stands right beside me that sits there and says, this kid has not touched a drug, this kid has not done this kid has showed up every day that we've asked him to, beyond what we've asked him to. And when they looked at Matt Beckett, the probation officer from the 3rd floor, he said, why y'all even sending him to see me? And he said, the first thing I want to say is Derkie has a prescription for everything. And the judge said, is that true? To the prosecutor, and the prosecutor said, yeah. And she said, dismiss this now. Bam, homie. You can't charge somebody for something they get prescribed from a doctor when it says the only thing you can consume while on bond is your prescription medication and over the counter, or am I fucking blinded by the light? I know the law like the back of my hand. I'm from Crook District 17. That's what it says in the Coal Valley News. Why do you think I just search say straight out of Crook District? That's not for nothing. Everybody loves him here. Boone County is the crookedest district ever. Pete Hendricks hates him because the Crook District let his mama die up there at their fucking Band-Aid hospital. Did you know that? Just like they did my daddy. Pete Hendricks has had a vendetta against him ever since, buddy. It's so funny. He said that's right. And you know, remember when him and Trent Redmond represent the one-armed guy that beat the boy to death with the baseball bat and got him out of that murder case?
Yeah, I didn't.
Pete was representing me during that time too. And when he would get done with my case, he'd shoot straight across the field of Oceana to do that case. You should know what I'm talking about. Now, you know what I mean, if you know about Boone County, And for some fucking reason, you obviously do. You have to be from here or from around here to know that. Or know Pete Hendricks. Tim Westfall. Case. You should know exactly what I'm talking about. I went to school with Tim from Westfall my whole life. Tony Heiser, knew him my whole life. Knew Matt my whole life. Went down because of Sean fucking Coleman. Chatting the fuck. But they had a kid. I heard he was living with his husband. I said, I told them the moment I walked out of jail, I said, I see fucking Chad walking out. I said, you can see me beat a motherfucker to death with their own arms. They knew to put me, the fucking monster, T-Bone, everybody my brother was in prison with. As soon as I walked in, I was handed here, cup, spoon, and next coffee. You know that's never done unless you're fucking robbed from jail. You know what's up, brother. You don't get a spoon and a fucking jug, and you don't touch nobody. Nobody's giving you shit unless they know. You know what's up. You know exactly what I mean. Nobody's giving you no compass there, and they knew. They knew. I had fucking $250 on my shit like that. Bang, Derkie definitely got this shit. Hook him up with whatever. He good. That's no deal. My brother used to run fucking jail, and then Puttinsville, then Stevenson, St. Mary, Stevenson, and my other brother. Oh, if I would have seen him, I would have beat him to fucking death, bro. I was in there with Mr. Hawkins' daddy. He kissed my ass. That's the one that hit me with the bat from behind the door. Because I punked him out the night before, like a bitch. In front of everybody, so they planned to rob me the next day. Why? Because I made you like the whore you are. Saw him at the coal festival when he ran like a motherfucker. Well, I thought we was going to get this shit on, man to man. That's the coward I want more than any of them. But Chad will do. Last time I seen Chad, he had enough nerve to walk through my door 5 minutes after I buy a Ruger 9mm off Josh Massey. He said, damn, man, I like that. I went, yeah, you remember what you did to me? And his eyes got that fucking big. I said, you think I need this? And I let it down, I turned around, wham! I let that motherfucker right there, son. He got up, went to take off running. I said, run all you want to. Open the door, let my dog was fucking hit. She trained a bike right there, son. She bit his balls off all the way to that yard. Forrest Gump didn't run that fucking far. That first hit knocked that kid fucking over there. I said, I told you I'd get you dinner. I said, every time I see you, that's what you need to expect. That's what I screamed to him while he was running out of the yard. I fucking laid him. He's a little bitch, dude. A little bitch. I sat there and begged him after they did it to me, bro. My face was split like this far. I said, one of you, one at a time, walk out that house. Right now. They all ran out the front door. Because I came back in with the fucking, guess what? The bitch that was under the seat of my car. At that time. That's what I say good days. Who, Frank? Big Frank Thompson? Is that who you're talking about? Frank's in prison. That's what you're talking about, Frank Thompson. You're always on that kiosk writing and shit. I tell you one that got in there and act like he knew me, and he, you know, I only know him from the streets, was Wade Green. Alright, I got to jail, he's like, you're Derkie, ain't you? I was like, every day, buddy. He said, I didn't notice you because you're long. I said, my hair ain't long just because I ain't wearing a fucking hat, dumbass. See what I mean? And fucking, well, it's about long as it is now. And fucking, it's like, well, I didn't notice you. You know what I mean? He said, you usually keep that fucking crew cut, like a hot and tight, what he's talking about, or a fade. I was like, yeah, I always do. You're right. I said, but I usually wear a hat anymore, do you? Or fucking, if my hair ain't cut, I definitely wear a hat. He's like, yeah, that's why I didn't notice you, man. It's like, when we get up, man, I'm coming up to your house, man. I've always wanted to come up there, but I was scared to. And I hate somebody say something like that. I looked at him and was like, what was you scared about? See what I'm saying? You wearing a fucking wire for the police or something, you scared I'm gonna look, find it on you and tell them you ain't gonna make it. I just start thinking shit like that. You know, I don't know you, kid, like that. I bet you're trying to act like you know me in jail. And the first thing you go and do is the worst thing you can go and do. You stole from the store, homeboy. And everybody here knows you did it. Stole a fucking bag of cheese. The number one thing you don't do. And you know that. It's still, you asked, and if one of us got it, we're gonna give it to you. We're all in there together, man. We're all fucking hungry, bro. You know what I mean? Monster comes out. That's Cody Hager. Fucking on. He got tattooed. His eyelids are tattooed. Beard's tattooed on his. You know what I mean? He's a young cat. It's like he's got a beard with tattooed. Comes down the side right here, then tattoos through here. When he closes his eyes, it says, you know what I mean? I don't know, but he ain't got a body part that ain't tattooed. His fucking arms are as big. You can't move. You know what I mean? That's Cody. That's my boy. They walked out. Soon he said, one thing we don't fucking tolerate here is a fucking thief. He said, so whoever fucking did it, and we know who did it. And he said, he looked at him. He said, up there on the fucking top tier, I was sitting there watching TV about 2 steps up. And I just started cracking up. He said, motherfucker, if you can't pay 2 suit back by the morning, this whole pod's gonna walk in your room and stomp you the fuck out. And I was like, that's right, baby. Talk it, baby. Oh, Will Thomas, that punk bitch. And he's telling the truth. Am I right or wrong, bro? Because when we live in there, when CO's open the doors, if that's a chummo, deep, FAGGIT, or black person, don't bring him in here. All you see is swastikas and rebel flags and fucking rednecks and motherfucking white boys, just, you know what I mean? Done a lot of time. You better not bring him in here. One of those, every time they open the door, that's what Cody had to say. You know, Cody, you know what's up, dude. We ain't fucking playing. He's telling you one time. You know what I'm saying? He looked at me and said, look, Dirk. I said, look at him. He's too fucking quiet. He said he's always comical, but when that motherfucker gets quiet, he said he got them rattlesnakes. Look at his eyes. He said, man, you cracked me the fuck up, though. He said, you'll sit there and be quiet for 2 hours, and all of a sudden you just start crack dogging on him, motherfucker. I said, yeah, because y'all motherfuckers more comical than the TV are, Hager. And he was in there with his daddy, his biological father. I had never seen some shit like this, and I thought they was fucking with him. I said, is that really your dad? Oh, well, he's gonna make up. You know why he's in the Supreme Court right now? That's because Mallory Harvey and all them faked that drug court shit program, bro. That's when he ran it. Why do you think the drug court separated itself from behind the courthouse to a complete other building? Trust me. Sherry, the main bitch at the drug court, told me all of this. Not some random motherfucker, you see what I mean? She said, you know, we separated ourselves for a reason. I know exactly what that reason was. Remember Will got in there like he fucking made this drug court place, and it just was so amazing. And Mallory Harvey was his saving grace. Do you remember that video, dude? And that got him elected into the fucking Supreme Court in Charleston. That's where he's at now. Yeah, homie. Or D.C., excuse me. He's a big fucking Supreme Judge now, Will Thomas is. Yeah. But Boone County only did that to get rid of him. That's why they try to use Pete against me, bub. I know everything about every one of them. It's something that used to be my lawyer. He told me, he said, either sign the title of your Mustang over as my 85, as my 89, or 5 years in jail.
Since we know where and how he's working now.
No drugs was found on me at all, and the person that had them admitted to them. You fucking idiots. And you should crooks, buddy. Straight crooks. At that time, you know what I mean? I just went to, bought that car, went to, you know what I mean? I was refusing to pay for a log and shit because I was going to get Pete on it and shit. And they appointed me Will Thomas, and he was right. It went with him. The one I hate the most is Parker Basil and motherfucking Frank Newt. Listen to what they say on that movie. If you exclude 3 families, he's a prosecuting attorney that put my brother in prison, a prosecutor that's put a lot of people in prison. But now, I'll be your lawyer. You ain't being shit to me, motherfucker. You put my family in prison. That's called conflict of interest, home slice. I can bring the media in on this case. Conflict of interest on this case. I can cost the Boone County District thousands, right or wrong, Rick. That would cost them thousands. Now you see the advantage I have in court, but you think they're going to pay thousands for my fucking shit to be moved to Kanawha County? That's where we're at for, not Lincoln County. Susan Aldrich is the fucking circuit judge there too. She's the judge of Boone County, which is the same motherfucking crooks that's sitting there talking shit in the Wild and Wonderful Whites. That's the Boone County Courthouse, I'm pretty sure, in every shot, not the Kanawha County capital. Ever since they did that, buddy, right there, they fucking have used that a million ways towards us, and we use it right back. That's why I said, please show your fucking face. All I had to do is call Hillary Hall. Went to school with her, bro. Back in high school. You know who she is? WCHS TV. She's interviewed me like 3 times. Remember when Donnie got crushed by a rock? They interviewed me because Stephen Lee's my nephew. He was here. He come to my house, freaked out. Okay. When little Jake Leg and fucking Jessica's dad got killed in the coal mines, they interviewed me because I live right beside the fucking mines. And it's Hillary Hall. I've known her my whole life. And then she comes and does an interview with me and Mamie. Just out, you know what I mean? All I had to do is call Hillary one time. I had the right to the media. I'm a public figure. That cop looked at me and said, how do you know that? Are you telling me you're the one that sent me to fucking goddamn dummy college, huh? Thank you. That's what my brother told me every time. You're the one that sent me here, didn't you? All we had to do was learn your fucking crooked ways and how to beat them and your little loopholes you use. All they do in a courtroom is try to use a language barrier. Just listen to what's said. 90% of the people hang their own self. I've watched so many of my friends, all my friends, you know what they say, Greg? I would have pleaded instantly to that PR, Derkie. Yeah, and you would have lost your rights to your guns, you stupid motherfucker. I'm a registered gun owner, registered voter. I'm never losing that right. Me and my son love to hunt together. We love to fish together. And the moment they take that, I can't go buy my license anymore. I don't think so. I could have walked out on a PR bond, had this all dropped on a fucking obstruction on the officer. You know that too, don't you, Greg? See what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, brother. They're not pouring that shit on this motherfucker. You know I'm right about everything I'm saying. They said this will never see Matt circuit court because he thought I wouldn't sit in jail. They put almost a $200,000 bond on me. People are sitting in jail for a $50 bond. Am I wrong? He thought for sure what her fucking money. Fuck that, I got property, 4-wheeler. Motherfucker, please. You fucking with the wrong one, home slice. You fucking with one that's really, I don't claim this big fame role with that movie, but by God, I swear was in it, and everything I got has a title to it. You just barking at the wrong tree, because you're used to picking up these fucking junkies that steal copper and shit. And you talk to a motherfucker that hates somebody steals copper. Yeah, I just saw Chad Barker with a bitch on my arm. How is she? That's what I told state trooper. I said, it's kind of fishy. Me and Callie just left the goddamn cold festival together talking to your sheriff of this county, Chad Barkin. That's exactly how I said it to him. As I was handcuffed, and I cocked my head sideways. He fucking got silent as he can be. I said, but she's been held hostage here for all these months. It went from hostage to holding her hostage with that dude and just trying to hold charge. If I plead guilty, dismiss me, we'll drop another fucking. No, I ain't pleading guilty. I didn't do nothing you're saying, you lying motherfucker. I will never plead guilty to nothing I didn't do. The moment you can make 12 peers come in here and be a jury of my peers. 6 I'll pick, 6 the defense will pick, which is the state. All she is a witness now. Your witness ain't going to show up. No witness, no case, no evidence, no what? Case. Did you see me worry about anything, buddy? They have neither fucking one. I got 11 character wizard, over 400 signatures. She's on camera moments before the cops bust through his door. Show them getting right in my mom's car because she's driving. My operators are revoked. Now that's kind of fucking odd, ain't it? No, that ain't son. Don't you remember my birthday? Who the fuck did she want here? The only person, my nephew. Can't people put that together? I got the pictures, I got the videos, everything. She thought she deleted all this shit. You never heard of a fucking computer, evidently, huh? It's called Gmail, because I back up my phone all the fucking time. And Gmail holds as much as I can back up on it. And that's a 3 terabyte motherfucker, and I'll put it on my hard drive as well. That's what that bitch can account for. I'm a very intelligent fucking person, bro. When I back up my phones, she thought she erased my phone and erased all her fucking, oh, I'm addicted to dope and this and that videos. Well, she forgot my phone stays on a constant link to my PC, bro. You know what I mean? Because I use an iPhone usually, constantly. iTunes. Well, guess what? My fucking phone happened to get messed up, so guess what I'm going to do? Back it up. And I guess she forgot about it, so I just opened my computer up and downloaded everything to this phone. You should have heard my log about choked when he hurt herself. She said, this is the dumbest girl I've ever... She said, we're just going to file charges to put her in jail. Thank you. Please come to Boone County. Please, I'll pay the plane ticket. I will fucking pay your way. You heard what my lawyer just... He cannot believe I've never been convicted of a crime. You've been convicted of trying to put 7 men in prison. Convicted of beating your 3-month-old baby that come out of your own child. Junior looked at me and said, try to beat me. He said, can I say it, Dad? I said, get it. He said, bitch. He said, I'm his baby. All that went all through my... He's like me, man, you know. Go to jail, wear that label. Come to West Virginia, go to jail and wear that label for 5 seconds. You didn't think I informed every bitch in Western jail that bitch is a fucking child abuser that about killed her own child. Every one of them fucking sitting there. You're fucking right, it's on Google. I know it's on Google. That bitch ever fucking... Oh, hell no, my sister's looking it up right now. That bitch ever got... I know. I know, ladies. I said, let Karma take care of it. I said, let me work. I said, Durst got this. I said, and Karma's got my back. I did, buddy. I could have pressed charges. This is West Virginia. They charged me with domestic and obstruction of the officer. West Virginia, domestic what? Both parties go where? They have the right to do what? He said, dude, your face is dug to the fucking bone. You want to press charges on that girl? We'll take her right with you. I swear that on my son, buddy. And they don't believe that. I promise you they don't believe that. that girl would have been fucked. Okay, Bird, what if you would have been in there and she walked in there and the whole jail is done alert that they're gonna fucking, just like you say, I say her a vicious ass stomping every day. If you're in protective custody, they're gonna get you. A trustee will get you. A CO will open the door. They love to watch it, trust me. You're talking to somebody that fucking spent a long time locked up at one time, man. They used to let us fight the fucking bed on us. I know how it rolls up in that bitch. You know? You ain't wearing the name of Derkie when you go in jail. You're wearing the name of a fucking child abuser. Like a 3-month-old infant, your own child. You know what they're going to do. You're not going to get offered coffee. You're not going to get offered nothing. You're going to get offered fucking coffee in the eyeball, scalding hot, maybe. That's about it. Yo. What is it? Sam Cook, Bringing On Home, What a Wonderful World, or fucking, you better know them. 2 or 3 of them too, you know what I mean? Yes. But the one you're talking about, I'll give you money and jewelry, that one, and jewelry too. Let's Bring It On Home. Yeah, Sam Cook. Sam Cook, for sure. I'm trying to think of the third one. I will in a second, though. Not much. My brother actually was making sure Sam Cook was Bringing On Home. I said, yeah. Yeah, I told him he sang What a Wonderful World, you know what I mean? And all that shit. What a wonderful world this would be. Don't know much about history. Don't know much geography. You know what I mean? All that. I love Sam Cook. That's inspiration for me to play that guitar right there. Sam Cook, fucking Percy Sledge. I love Percy Sledge. At the dark end of the street, that's where we always meet. Hiding in shadows where you don't belong. Hiding in darkness to hide our wrong. But Percy was the fucking man now. He was the panty dropper. Oh, fuck no, I hate my voice. I wasn't even trying to sing. I was just fucking off, bro. I'll sing my music I write, yeah, sure. You know what I mean? And sing some Gary Allen or something, yeah. You know, smoke ring in the dark or right where I need to be. Because I'm right where I need to be. I got all my priorities in line. Now, I'm listening at this bitch with these high notes back here. Yeah, Al Green, you know what I mean? But nobody beats Percy or Otis Redding, you know what I mean? What am I living for if not for you? You know what I mean? Percy, it's just like a tape. I remember my dad had that 1970 Lincoln. It looked like the Lincoln model Lincoln with the light covers and it had the 8-track in it and shit. I'll never forget that shit. And he had a solid white one. A fucking big 500 in it. We pulled in, man. At the fucking ball field, and I was at baseball practice. I'll never forget this shit. I said, I'm not getting in that car. And now to me that day, I would love to have that same car. That's something Joe Pesci be driving in motherfucking Goodfellas or fucking Casino or something, man. That's some of the best music ever made. I know every song he ever did. My favorite one's probably It Tears Me Out of Left Field. Because his lyrics in Out of Left Field are so deep, it's unreal. You know? When he says, I made a mountain of love from a little grain of sand. That shit's deep. I made a mountain. Jimi Hendrix said something, you know what I mean, it's one of my favorite quotes to say. I live by the quote. I said the quote in our group and they hung it on the wall. And the love of power is outweighed by the power of love is when the world will see peace. By God, that is deep and that is so true. He said that in 1968, March 10th. And I had that shirt, March 10th, 1968, London, England. When the power of love outweighs the love of power, the world will see peace. That shit that just rung in my head when I heard him say that on that documentary, Andre 3000 plays. I was like, man, that shit was fucking deep. Yeah, it is, ain't it? Super inspiring. That's Henry's last show, March 10th. You didn't know that? 1968. He died in 1970. Johnny was a schoolboy. When he heard his first Beatles, he just had to say, got me going now. Johnny was a schoolboy. When he heard his first Beatles song, love me do, I think it was one day, it didn't take him long. He got himself a guitar, used to play it every night. And now he's in a rock and roll outfit, and everything's alright. Don't you know? Yeah, yeah. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? And all the world will love you just as long as you are. Paul Rogers, my son, loves fucking this song. He loves, and he don't call bad company. He says, Dad, there's Paul Rogers. That's right. Paul Rogers was in the band 3 and wrote the song All Right Now. Baby is all right now. 17 years old. Paul Rogers. That's the same singer that I'm singing right now. You know what I mean? That dude fucking... Baby, one thing is the bad. You know what I mean? I love everything they do. He does some kind of... When he does Johnny was a schoolboy, Johnny was a schoolboy. When I heard his first Beatles song, but love me do, I think it was my son loves bad company, so I had to fucking learn bad company because I love bad company myself. When I get the car painted, of course, getting back the blackout edition rims on it, black on black. And I want it just like my old one, the front of it to say bad company, and the back of it say I'll rock your ass, and the hook beats louder than a heartbeat. There you go, look at the B, G, D, A. But you could do it in an F, just like, you can do so many songs in that same name. Right there, you can do Tuesday's Gone. You can do the... It's all written, guys. It's the same chords. This thing. That changes right here. This is when you go to your scale. It's called the pentatonic scale. You see what I'm saying? Then train along. play it just like the damn Lovebird and I'll pronounce it. This train, Lord, I'm outside you. Lovebird is very easy to play too. You don't have a slide. They happen to be fucking stolen. That's 15, 17, 15. He'll do that. Give me a lighter or something. When he goes to slide, he'll do. God, that won't slide on that. That's reverb. See, I'm playing that, but if that's a slide, that's perfect. Bam. That's how to play it. That's how Alan Collins, he wrote that at 17 years old. Barney Van Zant would only play one way. He said it was about respect to only play with your boots, not on the stage, and your feet planted firmly in front of your eyes. That was my man right there. That was my boy. And then the same chords. You know what it is. That's all the same chords I'm using. That was all. I did Leonard Skinner on that. That one. And the that's all the same thing, just like if I do Creep. Well, what's this love for? I love this song. Just that same chord as I was on What's This Life? Oh, no. What's this song? Same chords. Glycerin. Don't let the days go by. Glycerin. You know what I mean? I was standing in the clubs and I'll never get in. Sometimes think about another night. I don't shit like that. I never. Now this, if I'm gonna do Nickelback, it's gonna be. That's how you remind me. That's the best song they ever fucking did. You know what I mean? Never made it otherwise, man. Couldn't tell it as a fool, man. Still tired of living like a blind man. Sick and sour as so good. And this is how you remind me of what I wish. That's exactly how Chad Kroger wrote that. Drop D. Fucking F. See, a lot of people don't get that. It's so simple how they write them. And they're hits. And they're gone, they just got away with it. Drop D. Pull it up on that. But first song everybody in the world learned and knew that. Harborwood. If I had that bitch hooked up, I was playing my sons earlier. I tuned his Fender Squire Strat Infinity Mark Squire. That fucking guitar's action. I probably sit there and played it for 3 hours before I put it down. My brother said, "You're in there just pounding that shit." And I was like, "Yeah, because I love this for motherfucker's action." That fucking risk was the hardest to do, you know, but it was. You know what I mean? You know I play my favorite band now. You can tell heaven from hell, the blue skies from pain. Can you tell it real? The cold still there, smiles and red. I love how guitar sounds on that piece. Yeah, you better believe I can play Pink Floyd. I just own Pink Floyd and fucking bed covers. Yeah.
Easier, does it? What do you mean? We all need.
You
They
hard,
both was sick.
What do you mean?
His heart. I know he told you when he came to New Orleans the other month.
you
That was what the
I
trip was
told you
all
anytime you
about.
want it, grab it. I mean, or just tell me to bring it to you.
He didn't say a word about it.
I can teach you this jelly roll real quick too. You know what I mean? Just make it.
There's just so much to do. Well, it's okay. All right, now. I'm here now, all right? Whatever you need, I'm here to help. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here, Christopher. Chris LaSalle. Always there when you need him. Rachel Bourdain. How long has it been? Graduation, I think. Still wore braids in my hair. I'm so sorry about your dad, Chris. Means a lot that you're here. What's the game? I'm your father's attorney. Your attorney now. Seems like I'm the last one to know anything around here.
Been working with your dad for 2 years. Looking forward to working with you.
Working on what?
On everything.
I'm telling you, dude, you need to let me grab you one of them fucking Fender 100s. They sound amazing and they're acoustic electric like that taper. My brother taught me half the music I know, guys. I didn't know that.
You did. Obviously, I assumed he already told you all this. Guess that
Oh,
means
yeah.
he didn't tell you you're in charge of
They
LaSalle.
used to, you know what I mean? Jam. You remember jamming Floyd? I told him, I said, you know, that'd be the best thing for you to start doing right now. Grabbing a guitar and fucking just pound it. He was like, I ain't taking it from you. I was like, no, not at all. I was like, I can grab fucking one there, one there, one there. You're good. Do it. I was just sitting right put the fucker down. I said, look at my fingers, son. He said, yeah, I seen when you, he said, how you do wonderful tonight. You give me, no.
I recovered the bullet from Mr. Rollins' body. It's no sign of R&D or purpose.
Oh, what's up, Moon Pie? She's doing good, brother.
Those cuts and feels.
Yes, sir. She's doing real good.
Heel bruising. I'd say the impact happened concurrently with that.
They also.
Oh, I don't do nothing. I smoke weed myself. I got my medical card for that and shit too. I'm on a fucking stupid supervised bond, bro. That's the dumbest shit in the fucking world. I was on a fucking bond in the Commonwealth and it was a security bond. You didn't have to take fucking piss tests and shit like some retarded shit. Motherfucker, I got a prescription for every fucking thing that I'll pay for. You know, it's just stupid. I've never heard of that dumb shit. You know, like today, I went and get that fucking monster out of Exxon, bro. 2 goddamn deputies sitting there. Me and them cops sit there and talk for 2 hours because, you know what I mean, they're like, dude, we ain't heard shit from about you for like 5 years. I was like, yeah, no shit, but that's stupid state police, that shit. They fuck with somebody every day. G, small G, D, small G, back up. Did you hear me? Poison, every rotation. Oh, I knew that thing was gonna fall, yeah. That piece of shit. And dude, you gotta come up here and check your store out, man. They're trying to price it instead of being the Wayne's old place. They changed it to prices, gun, and pawn and ammo. It's fucking awesome. You can buy any fishing lure there, any kind of ammo there. They'll take trade-ins on certain ones. Dude, it's Harold Dean's son. Fucking read it and make it nice yourself. Oh, then you was there. See, you said I was at prices, see? You see that Beretta sitting there? As soon as I get off the phone, I'm buying that bitch. Or that Sig. Because it don't bother me, because he said he can order either one back in for me for the same price. And I said, awesome. I got the money put back for it already. Yep, that M9 Beretta Combat, bad bitch, and that Sig. Either one, I'll be happy with. That's what I think. Mom went and bought her a 38 spec, one of them 38s in there. Yeah, Connect. Yeah. I love how they got it down there, bro. I told him, I said, buddy, I said, you're going to get mad business from me and my dude. I've had 15 of my friends go down there already. He's told me. He's got to give him a machine, because I'll go down and just talk to him. He's got to give him a square reader. I said, get you a square reader, that way you can start taking the card. As I told him, I said, when I come in here to buy that, there'll probably be one card on me. Or I'll just run to the ATM, you know. That's what I told him. News, I don't fucking know. It's hard to tell. He was up here last night. He owed me $20. He borrowed money from me. Ordered him parts for his fucking car. And if he don't pay me, I'm going to take his tail and wrap around his fucking head. Yeah, I was telling everybody, I said, they got fucking magazines preloaded if you want to buy them. You see that drum for that AK? I think it's a 75 or 100, I'm not sure. It might be a 50. I'm pretty sure he said it's 75. That's an AK drum sitting there. And I love how he's got preloaded AK fucking sticks. You should have come and seen me. I got 2 or 3 AR clips I would have gave you, buddy. Because I had the M4, so the 223 and the fucking 5.56. And fucking I would have gave them to you. Next time I see you, I will. Take them bitches and like that right there and tape them together. Halfway on each one, right where the slot is. That's why they're like that. Take them bitches together so just pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 you know what I mean? Yeah, I got rid of mine, buddy. I mean, I was strictly hunting rifles and pistols and shit, because I never wanted Junior to get into that kind of shit, you know what I mean? And which he never did. He likes 308s, and his favorite gun is a 6.65 Creedmoor. He likes to shoot long shots. He's like, I don't know, he takes that after me and Billy. We was always, you know what I mean? This thing here's $600, buddy. $600 for a wind reader. And that's getting your fucking shots precise right there. $600 fucking dollars, I about shit. Yeah, I always have mine taped together. These ones ain't, because I took them together. But I had the M4, the same fucking thing as the AR, just a hair shorter, maybe 2 inches shorter. You know what I mean? As long as your barrels are chrome lined, you're good to go. Good motherfucker, I'll shoot until she'll fucking cook. She'll cook fucking bacon for you. Sit there and about 2 clips, it'll be sizzling already. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. That chrome line barrel, you ain't got that motherfucker. If it ain't got a chrome line, I sat here and watched this one guy melt one. It took like 10,000 rounds for it to melt. He stacks up like, you watch that video, the whole fucking picnic table full of clips. And fucking just sit there, all fully auto, dude. That fucking melts that gun down, man. It melts the motherfucker. And that he tells you right off the bat, if this gun was chrome lined, all this, it would have just sat there and cooked, smoked. And he's right. You can see it starting to warp at first and shit. You know, that's the key that the AR carries over the AK. It might shoot, bringing that out of the dirt, but it's a fucking myth. People watch Mythbusters. You watch them fucking movies. A 50 cal is the farthest weapon that can shoot underwater without fucking penetrating, killing somebody. You know what I mean? And it will only shoot 6 inches. It basically will shoot and fall into you and bruise your rib, let alone fucking penetrate it. Yeah, I stopped there and got me some 17 HMRs, the new Hornadies, the black Crocky ticks. Because them coyotes, man, I always ride up on the top of Cook, and every time I do, I'll see 5 or 6 of them motherfuckers. And I'll throw that 17 on the front every time. You know, when I wasn't on bond, I ain't got to fucking try them yet. My favorite round to keep in my pistol is them RIPs.
For a special non-unlimited package and savings up to 40%.
Yeah, I dropped one there with the SKS, man. 7.6. That's just like a 308 round, basically, just without being the mag of the 308. Just like a fucking AK mag, basically. I shot a fucking deer back here. I had a 10 round in SKS. It's the same exact round, the fucking AK, keeping hollow .762 by 39 millimeters. That spike round through there. My four wheeler was right here. I'll never forget that name. I said, bam, that motherfucker didn't do nothing but just fall right in front of my four wheeler. I said, oh shit, that's easy. You just got to throw it on the rack and go on. That's the easiest fucking job ever. My boy got his first buck this year. On the last day, I took and traded these, that was right. I got one the first day of the day. That's the next day I went to fucking jail. That was a spike. I got it with the same gun, 7.42, 30-06. I went and got him. Bought off Jackie Woods, and I traded him a Model 70, 270 Winchester. The Model 70 had that double safety mechanism, and for some reason, Jackie had to fix it. It was fucking, when he would push it in, it would fucking fire. You see what I mean? Because my nephew thinks he's a fucking gunsmith. He fucked it up, and Jackie finally fixed it, but I wasn't fucking going to let him hunt with it no more. Nothing. Jack said, well, bring it up here to me. I love Model 70. They're great guns, of course. You know, fucking, I was like, well, you got nice. Went up there, and he had the 742 Monte Carlo. I was like, I'll take that right there. I typed the serial numbers in when I was getting it registered. It's a 1962, because they only made them from 60 to 80. They only made them for 20 years. He said, are you fucking shitting me? That's really a fucking 19, you know, Jackie. That's really a fucking 62. I said, you goddamn right. And I said, buddy, it ain't jammed on me one time. It ain't motherfucking. Do you really? How much? My buddy's dying for one now after he seen that one I got. But my dad let me too, and then I got that one, you know what I mean? The Monte Carlo stock and the one without. You know what I'm saying? I like them way better than the 7400. Way fucking better. The 7400 was jammed. The 742 it's never jammed on me. And the last time we was out shooting, was shooting 650 and 700 yards and wasn't even compensating. That 30-06 was just dead the fuck on, buddy. Dead the fuck on. At 308, of course, you know it's going to do its job at the 600. My boy was busting fucking rocks on Conley Bay at big. Every one I point out, sit there, you know what I mean? Don't get it out, sit there with my spot and scope, judge his wind and everything, tell him where to put it and everything. I just sat there and sit and watch the fucking rocks just turn into dust. What kind of scope you got on it? You got it fixed like my boy's got his lid pulled up where you can see the open sights and the fucking scope, because he's got his boat dead on. He shot that deer with his practice rounds. I didn't even, because me and old girl had broke up. I went to jail. Had got up on the second day because I had volunteered. Yeah. Yeah, you can just set it up and I'll grab it. Just set it up where the neck ain't up against nothing, where it's free. And fucking, they put such a good shot on it, dude. It busted straight to the heart and lungs, and it just dropped dead in its tracks. And you know, around here, 6 points, a nice fucking deer. That's a shooter all day, you know. And it was the last day. It was so ironic. And it was a super windy day, the last day of deer season. Me and him looked at each other at the same exact time. Said, let's get up and ride and see if we can see one. I was over in Laurel. I told him, I said, if we don't see anything, son, it's going to be moving. I said, this wind is fucking the trees. I said, when I hit this grunt, you can't even hear shit. And I have the rattle packs, all that shit, you know what I mean? The only time you want to hit them rattles, wind pack, is early in the morning. Late in the evening, they won't fight like that. The 50 power, Yeah, that's one thing. You don't talk about. I'm only worried about the mounts with like the weavers or the leopards. They'll crease up like this right here. You know what I'm talking about? And you'll be able to see through them like that. And then open sights are on there. You know what I mean? If it's like that, I'd give the 640. See what I mean? They're worth $600 all day like that. With the Monte Carlo stop on and shit. Absolutely. They do not fucking, I don't know what it is, man. You know, every time I've shot a 7400, the motherfuckers jammed on me, and every time I've shot a 742, they surprised me. You know what I mean? When I shot that spike, that motherfucker blew 5 times. Kelly said, oh, it's grieving. I said, wait till it sticks its neck up again. Because it kept sticking its head up, looking over like that. She caused me to miss the 10 point. I was so pissed, dude. That 10 point, when he took off on me, I had him dead fucking the rice, dude, first day. That's number 4 Hollywood on the slate pond. I got so mad. Me and Junior went out when I got out jail that next day. And me and him went out and fucking, as soon as we went up the pond, here comes a truck up through there. I didn't hear a gunshot one. And I told him, I said, well, let's go ahead and move. We sat there about 2 hours, went up there, got back to the 3rd switch back in there, and yeah, that 10 boy in there gutting it, laying on his back. I said, you motherfucking son Bucky. I was going to shoot it through the ass. You know, he was running in the road on me. I couldn't get off the 4-wheeler to get my gun, you know what I mean? They get my gun. They passed a law where you can ride with your gun loaded, but you gotta have the license to shoot off of it shit. And that DNR said, that's a kid, the first day shoots his dad through the stomach with a .308. He said, that's the result of the new law we passed. He said, we can't be everywhere at once, so just wear your orange and try to be safe. It's the first year you can travel with your gun loaded on your 4-wheeler or in your side-by-side, because I kept preaching it to everybody. And by God, when that dude got shot through the stomach, everybody believed I was right. Because I keep mine on a rack. You see what I'm saying? That's what I kept trying to preach to my son, because he will not put one in the chamber. By God, I do. You know what I mean? If that motherfucker's on the front rack, he ain't gonna shoot me. He's gonna shoot over in the fucking mountain right there. Or whatever fucking size point at. It pissed me off though, dude. She said, deer! Screamed it, dude. And when she screamed at 10 points, it just fucking took off. I said, why the fuck did you do that? I said, I seen it 10 seconds before you did. I said, wait till I stop my 4-wheeler to get the gun. And then the spike jumps out. I said, you just fucked up. It threw him like flip-flops, dog. And she started hollering, feeling sorry for her because it was doing this bad shit. And I said, let's stick its head up again. It won't bad no more. I fucking put one right to its neck. I said, go to sleep, bitch. I said, it's still bad. Then I walked up to it, and the first thing I'm going to do is cut its throat to try to get less blood out from the adrenaline. I take my knife off my side, and right here in my old timer, stick it in this neck, and just rip it. She said, you're too just vicious. I said, no, you just would never live off the fucking land. That's the problem here. She looks at me, first thing, she said, can I have his fur? I want to tan it. I said, are you serious? I had to cut his head off because you have to use the brain of the deer that you killed to tan his fucking hide. No, you don't. Yeah, you do. And piss also. Don't tell me what I'm the hillbilly here. Okay. She's fucking tripped out on fucking crystal meth ice, bro, for days. My buddy even wrote in his statement about it. He said, all I know was the bitch was up for 3 days skinning the fucking spike skin to fucking tan, while Derkie had woke up 2 times and begged the girl to come out. That's the God's honest truth. They're not lying. They're not lying at all. He said, I know I pulled in there twice, one time that night, and it was like 10:30, 11 o'clock before the news, and he said, I pulled in that morning, that girl was still skinning that deer. That's in his statement. I laughed my ass off. Yeah, my dog does that shit too, buddy. You know what I mean? He's doing the same thing. Right now he's in there whining because I ain't my room fucking all hugged up to him. He's an American Bulldog. He's fucking beautiful as can be, man. Everybody's scared of him, but motherfucker won't bite his own fleas off him. I got 5 of them, but you don't see them. Look, these 2. Watch this one. This bitch swimming in the water and shit. Look here. How she sleeps. Like a human. Cola, what's going on outside? Possums out there again. Them 2 bitches drive me crazy. She is, the Labrador right there is like a fucking human being, dude. For real, for real. I can take a rock to a fucking creek, write your name on that dog would get it. Swim under the water, get it like Sanchez. Dead a Frank's dog. And like my mama's dog used to do that. This bitch, when I go swimming, I took her out in the river one day. And my little boy was swimming with him. You should see him. Her and my American Bulldog that was raised together. He'll start whining and pacing the thing because she'll go instantly in savior mode, get him by the shirt and start pulling him through the fucking thing, dude. I swear to God, then the other one will see that and he'll jump in and start pulling him with her. They love that kid. They think he's getting that water's gonna hurt him. I swear. I love him, dude. I love the blue ones too. Yeah, mine does too. Son of a bitch is a fucking cookie away from overdosing. I'm telling you, he eats fucking everything. He's a vacuum cleaner. He eats everything I eat. He eats fucking 5 times food. This is my baby though. His name is Babel. Billy had Cain. And I forgot what happened with him with Megan. Fucking, he was solid white, and Abel, Cain and Abel, like the brothers of the Bible. And Abel, he's fucking gorgeous, black and white. He's on my Facebook, man, if you want to see him, and my Instagram. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get off here because I'm about to eat that fucking piece of hot wings. It's a fucking pizza. It's some extra hot sauce. I love guilt and shit. Got the munchies for my medicine.